How is it going, everyone? Whoever's here, welcome to the latest and greatest Corona channel live stream. This is a Libertarian channel, but we just seem to be covering Corona a lot because that's the biggest Libertarian news we got going on right now. So we got a lot of stuff to go over. Volvy is here. He's late as usual. I just got done explaining to him that I am a soldier and I don't miss an LD. An LD would be the line of departure, otherwise known as the point of no return, at which point you cross the line in offensive movement towards the enemy. And you can't miss that because you could be coordinating with thousands of other units, and if you're late, people die. So I don't like being late. But anyways, that's just, neither here nor there. We're ready to roll this thing. We got serious stuff to talk about. Like the stats, man. Some of the stats that we're just not hearing about. It's ridiculous. Like, how many people really are dying from COVID-19? And how many people really have died from COVID-19? Is it more? Is it less? I think it's going to be interesting. Let me make sure that I got all my stuff working. Everybody can hear me. Yep, mic's on. That's off. Looks like we are good to go. I'm getting better and better at this every single time. So, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Okay. So, welcome again. I'm Libertarian Dave. We're going to talk about some stats. We're going to talk about libertarian stuff. There's a video that is circulating right now from a young man who's in federal prison. I'm probably not going to play it for you because his language is kind of bad. And it is Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, everybody. I'll get into that a little bit later with Volvy. See how he feels about Good Friday. It's a great Friday. And welcome to the newest live stream. We will take some calls in a little while. Probably as we usually do in like the second half hour, we'll probably take a few calls once we run out of things to talk about. I've been listening to our president talk a few times. I would like to say I think he honestly likes to hear the sound of his own voice, even if most of us don't. Makes himself out to sound like a hero. Colorado needed 500 ventilators. I gave him 500 ventilators. My question is, President Trump, why did you have 500 ventilators? Something wrong with you? Anyways, I think those ventilators probably should have been where they belonged to begin with instead of in a federal stockpile. So the other thing he actually brought up in today's briefing, I heard him kind of briefly talk about Sweden, which I haven't had a chance, but I am going to look up the stats on see how Sweden is doing, because apparently Sweden did not take such extreme action as we did. They didn't shut down businesses and they didn't threaten to arrest or fine their citizens if they left their house for any particular reason that was considered non-essential. So I am curious to see how Sweden is actually doing, because it sounds like they took more of a libertarian approach to this pandemic. So I think that's going to give us some interesting insight when I check that out. I do have the statistics I mentioned in our last live stream about pneumonia and flu rates, and I have to say it was quite shocking. But not really that surprising. Also, I've noticed that we're getting a lot of talk about this antibody test kit. I think I mentioned that a few days ago too. An antibody test kit. Like, I think somebody in New York is actually taking plasma from people that has antibodies and giving it to the people that are sick to save lives. I mentioned that before too. Matter of fact, I sent you a link to the company to the article about the company that's selling the test kits. I haven't heard if they're actually available to the public yet or not, or how much they are actually going to be. I heard it was supposed to be $35. The Libertarian Party did a live LPTV thing, and they had an expert on who shared that link with me, and that's how I learned about it. So you might get better news from the Libertarian Party than you do from CNN. The Evolve. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, you're late. Lou doing shirts. She doing some Good Friday shirts, I hope. Okay, so I'm gonna do my Good Friday spiel since Bobby ain't here. We can make him talk about Good Friday himself. I just took some notes that I don't have with me. Where's my notes? Here they are. So, what I was thinking about this morning about Good Friday. Good Friday, for those of you who don't know, is the day that Jesus died on the cross. So it was a dark time, horrible time, for especially any Christian out there, because their leader had just been put to death, and they were scattered to the wind. You know, at that time, the Romans and the Jews really wouldn't or couldn't really mess with Jesus because he had such a large following. They really had to kind of get him cornered in order to convict him and crucify him. So as long as he was alive, he kind of was protecting this Christian movement that he had following him. Thousands and thousands of people, which is a big deal back then. We didn't have the internet, so we didn't have YouTube to try to build a following. So Jesus was pretty good at it. And so once, and I say it was such a dark time for thousands and thousands of people, because once he was gone, that protection was lifted and everybody was vulnerable. So they were all in hiding and afraid of being hunted down and killed. So for those 3 days after Jesus had died, the rest of the Christians were pretty much in hiding, wondering what to do, how to move forward, and until the resurrection. But the interesting thing is, in kind of relation to what we're going through now, is if we hadn't went through that dark time, then we never would have found our salvation. So and at that time, that was also a good point. I wrote it down. I had to look at my notes because I know I was missing a key point. But at the time of his death, no one saw the light that was coming 3 days later. So it was just a dark time. There was no end in sight. There was no light at the end of the tunnel until he actually came back. So I just thought it was interesting that it's a dark time for us now, and it doesn't seem like we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But be sure that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It will get better, especially for those of you that are really suffering out there. Just have faith and believe it will get better. So the other things we wanted to get into. What is that? Man, I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Oh, we're a couple of other things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the antibody test kit. We'll talk about the guy in the federal prison. We got some stats to show you about are more people dying or less people dying from pneumonia and the flu, like we talked about before. We're going to talk about I tried to look up some stats on suicide and unemployment. A couple other liberties that I found that are being violated that I hadn't really thought about, like voters' rights. And another key thing, an educational thing, I guess you would say, is as far as here in the United States, something that's kind of come to my attention is the Constitution of the United States. It is it is the law of the land. It's the founding document. And the 14th Amendment extended the liberties, extended the rights that are protected within the Constitution to all the states. So one by one, those rights were challenged by the states, and the 14th Amendment absorbed them and said, no, the states can't violate your right to assemble. No, the states can't violate your right to freedom of speech. So the Constitution has extended to encompass all of the states now, and that's significant because the Bill of Rights technically should have been called the Bill of Liberties, because liberties are what protects us from the government, protects the majority, the citizens of the United States, from government rule or from government persecution and oppression. That's what our liberties are. Civil liberties are our protections from the government. Civil rights is the protection of minorities from the majority. So anytime a majority would try to enforce its will or its version of oppression on a minority group, no matter what it is, then that is civil rights violation. That's when you're violating somebody's civil rights. So that's the difference between rights and liberties. And the reason that's significant is because now, if you think about it, these businesses that the government has considered non-essential, you could encompass that into saying that that's actually a civil rights violation, because they're saying that for the benefit of the majority, this minority must be oppressed. So like the barbershops, the small businesses that can't operate because they're listed as non-essential by the government. So that could actually fall into civil liberties or civil rights either way, but they're being oppressed because of a majority or the government combined. So I thought that was an interesting thought. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you again. We're also going to talk about, they keep bringing this up at these meetings, that the virus, I guess, is hitting low income, the ghettos and stuff, the low income populations hard, and they keep referring to blacks. I don't think it's any kind of physiological thing that I've read that says that, black people are more susceptible to corona than otherwise. I think it's just a matter of the underserved population that is in our low income areas. So, and why is that? Well, because it's usually the most crowded areas, and the poor feel less comfortable. It's funny because they feel less comfortable with the government or with authority, with seeking help and thinking that, if I go to the hospital, then it's going to cost me a lot of money and I'm barely putting food on the table, so I'll just stay home. And so people may be staying home longer than they're just underserved communities as well. The hospital could be miles and miles away. You don't really see a lot of big hospitals built in ghettos. You might see some clinics, and they're usually volunteer clinics or free clinics. So it's another sad story that's going on within this thing. But I'm sure we'll get into that in more detail too. Why your rights are more important than my safety. That's a good point. I actually did a whole video on that I should be uploading tomorrow on time around 3 p.m. That's rights versus safety. And I think it came out pretty good. It's going to take I'm going to have to do some editing, and I'm not that good at it. So this will be some good practice for me. All right, let's see what else we're going to get into. I have some stats to bring up as well. Who is that? Uh-oh. Hey, thank you, whoever just subscribed. Who it was? Welcome. Oh, let me turn this down. Sorry about that. All right. I would really love to see the stat on the suicide rate going right now. As the economy continues to just crash and unemployment goes through the roof, I want to see if my statistical prediction stands, that I believe the suicide rate will far exceed the coronavirus death rate. As sad as that is, but I think that is probably going to be true. And the saddest thing about that is the primary culprit for that would be the government shutdown of the economy. Um, but hey, they did something, right? We wanted them to do something. We always ask them to do something. Well, hey, the government stood up and they did something. They sent us all home. And then they gave us money. Speaking of the money, so the small businesses got their big loans, so they're going to be they got their big loans. So the banks are handing out money, sort of, except that attached to those loans is a bunch of government red tape that these banks have to go through in order to secure the money. And the banks are screaming at the federal government, hey, you promised these small businesses the money. We're trying to give them the money. You guys got all this regulatory stuff that we got to go through in order to get the money. Why don't you try making it a little easier for us so that these businesses can get some relief? The ones that you shut down. And so far they haven't done anything. The government just has ignored them. So hopefully that gets fixed soon and small businesses can at least get some relief. Maybe some of them could actually survive. That would be nice. I don't want to know what this country would look like if we got all of our material things from large corporations. Probably be pretty ugly. But hey, it's like libertarians say, only government can cause monopolies. That's probably what's going to happen. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yep. Hmm. You know, and the other thing about the low-income communities is when they pass these social distancing laws and all these curfews and stuff like this that's going on around the country, all these violations of our freedom of movement, but all these laws and stuff that they're implementing to try to flatten the curve. The other thing that happens, the other reason that also hits low-income communities the hardest, and there's a simple answer for that. It's the same reason why the drug war is so racist. Why do you see most of the drug arrests happening in low-income neighborhoods? Why is that? Where are the police patrolling? It's like I used to live in L.A. and there was always cops patrolling my neighborhood, but then when I rolled up into Beverly Hills, I wouldn't see a cop. Why is that? Do you think that the people in the upper income areas are doing less drugs or committing less crime or less violations? That's not really how I see it. But that's the thing, is the cops don't patrol those areas. They patrol the low income areas more. So there's a significant imbalance in arrest rates just because of that. All right. So what else? What else is there to talk about? So he said 4:20. He's already late for his own late. I seen. Did anybody see that preacher that was doing a drive-in? He was going to do a drive-in service, and the cops shut him down, and I guess he threw like some scriptures at him, like Romans 13 and stuff. And they took a picture of him, and you see 3 cop cars, and I guess his minivan in the parking lot, and there's like 3 cop cars blocking off the parking lot, and this preacher's in a podium by himself. There's going to be some serious lawsuits come out over this thing. I'm telling you, it's going to be bad. It's going to be interesting. And hopefully some stuff gets changed that that will move us in a more liberty direction, more libertarian direction. Give us a little bit, just kind of clarify some freedoms that we should have that we don't seem to have right now. Hopefully we can get those back. Let's see. So the first thing I would like to bring up is, let me look at some of the stats that I have, see what I can bring up. I can see my chat right there if anybody see. We'll bring the TV back. I don't need a TV. I don't think I need the TV. So, what's going on? I just sent myself a whole bunch of stuff. See what this one is. So here's one that's interesting. When was this? It doesn't give an as of date. Nope. Wrong. Sorry about this. I was not prepared. I should have been more prepared, but I wasn't prepared. I guess that's what it's going to be. All right, so this is the first one I would like to show. And this is showing, this is kind of old right now, but this is showing the death rates based off of age group. So I thought this was interesting because even at the 80 plus is about 8%. So which is interesting because still, even if you're over 80, you have a 92% chance of surviving this thing. So I think in the U.S. right now, there are 400,000 people have been actually tested and diagnosed with COVID-19. So the thing that's significant about being tested, okay, so 400,000 have been positive for COVID-19, right? The thing, okay, how many people have actually been tested? The only people that they are testing right now are people that go to the hospital because they're sick. So, of course, the majority that they test are going to be positive because they're only testing those that actually have symptoms. So that does not account at all for, like I was saying before, the possibly millions that have been infected since November that have already recovered or died, for that matter. So the death rate could be higher, but also the amount of people that recovered could be higher, which is going to significantly spread the gap of the actual mortality rate. I think when it's all said and done, our mortality rate for COVID-19 is probably going to be around 2%, maybe 3%. So right now, they've only tested people that have come in with the virus or come in showing symptoms of the virus. Those are the only people that they have tested. And they've had 400,000 positive tests. And of those 400,000, 14,000 have died. Now, only accounting for the people that have shown symptoms of COVID-19, we are at a 3.5% mortality rate. So that this is really kind of the worst case scenario as far as the mortality rate goes. Because as you start testing people that are not showing symptoms, you're going to find out that they have the antibodies that means they have been infected, and so they will add to the 400,000 number, but not add to the 14,000 number. Understand what I'm saying? So the statistic, there's a high probability that statistic is going to get much, much lower as far as mortality rates goes. And if an 80-year-old has a 92% chance of surviving, that probably tells you that the mortality rate is going to drop a lot. Why is this significant? It's significant because I'm not saying that it's not a that it's not horrible that all these people are dying of this disease, but people are dying all the time. Is that Volvy?
Nope.
Oh, it's Devolvy. Come on, you can be my interviewer. So people are dying all the time, right?
No.
No?
Only with the corona.
Only with the corona.
And false teachers.
And false teachers. So, and it's sad, but the fact is was it really worth all the damage that we've done? I mean, it hasn't had that much of an effect on me. I'm retired from the Army, so I kind of stay home with these guys anyways. It's just, it actually has been kind of inconvenient for me because they're home all day. They don't go to school. So I don't get my peace and quiet. So it's been kind of inconvenient for me. But we have fun though, don't we? We're going to build a parkour yard in the backyard. An obstacle course. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. Parkour. Build your obstacle course. Yeah, I mean, you guys got to get outside more. What would you rather do? Play video games or play outside?
Both.
There you go. Good answer. Good answer. Look at this guy. So how are you liking your new YouTube channel? Devolvy.
It's called Lil Devolvy.
Lil Devolvy.
Lil.
You're not that little though.
Lil.
Lil?
Lil.
Little.
Lil.
So how are you liking it? Do you like making videos?
No. Not 1 hour videos.
Not 1 hour. They only come out to like 5 minutes. Why is that? It takes you a whole hour to make those videos?
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
No?
It's because I saw a long list in coaches and that we miss you teachers, that video that I made yesterday.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So what do you think about the corona? You're messing up the illusion, dude. Oh, you got kicked out now. I got a new. I got a new co-host.
I'll set this up.
Got a new co-host.
Come back.
Okay. So what do you think about the corona?
Bad.
It's bad. What have you heard about it?
That there's like 106 people with the coronavirus and 35 people that are trying to recover.
Those are some pretty accurate stats for El Paso, so that's pretty good. You know the statistics. Mm-hmm.
So it's 35 minus 100.
So what is the corona? What happens to you?
It's a bug.
It's a bug? Is it a big bug or a little bug?
A big one.
It's a big bug. That's good though, because then we could see it.
Take this shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hat probably, unless you want the top of your head not to show. So that is one stat I wanted to show. I think I'm going to keep this one up because I have some other stuff to show as well. I guess the Evolve is almost ready. We are. You know, our staff is not, we don't have a staff. I thought there was more. Oh, there. Oh, I hope I can show those. I should be able to show those. What up? Come on, little dude. Come say hi. Right there's the camera. You gonna say hi? Or you gonna hide?
Did Coach come in here and put stuff on?
He sure did. He's about to go live with his Evolve crew.
Yeah, I'm Libertarian G.
You're Libertarian G? That's what I'm talking about. G Liberty, right?
Well, Libertarian G.
Libertarian G, is that going to be your name? Okay,
Yeah.
whatever you prefer, buddy.
Evolving Libertarian G. I'm out of here. I'm kicked out.
Why are you kicked out?
Because I don't want to be in the video anymore.
Okay. You don't want to be in the video anymore.
Bobby can take over.
Okay. G Liberty can take over.
Yep.
This is my partner. See, he got Evolve, got Devolvey. I got G Liberty. Libertarian G. I like G Liberty. Sounds better though. Because we could just call you the Liberty.
Liberty?
Yeah.
No.
What's up? What you been doing today?
Watching stuff in her tablet.
Watching stuff on my tablet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
Like TNT and Minecraft.
Oh. Ma too. It's showing you googly eyes. On the see? Okay. In the chat. Ma too is showing googly eyes at you. Do you know who Ma too is?
Yeah, my mom.
Your mom. Yeah, you found out, huh?
Yeah.
Got busted.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's blowing you kisses now too. You better go see your mom.
Blowing those kisses?
Yeah, look right there. See?
Like Preston and stuff. That's what Gabriel was watching on YouTube.
Oh, that's a
Preston and stuff.
That's a Minecraft YouTuber. Preston is.
Not all the time.
Not all the time?
No.
Oh, what else does he talk about?
He makes videos with surprises. Yeah. Brianna does Minecraft stuff.
And Brianna does Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
So what's up? Is there anything you want to talk about? Are you ready to go back to school? Or do you want to stay home still?
Stay home.
You want to stay home now? How come last week when I was your homeschooler, you wanted to go back to school? You don't like me being your teacher? You rather have your mom? Who do you want for a teacher, mom or dad?
Dad. Mom.
Mom.
Dad and mom.
All right, guys. So,
If somebody comments, then you're gonna get a
no,
Preston
you're
fun
not.
shirt.
I don't know what he's talking about. So, okay, so back to my story.
Bobby can take
Let's
over and
see.
he comes in.
He'll be here. He'll be right here. So it's all good. Tell him to get in here.
Good.
He said 4:20. It's 4:35 now. He's 15 minutes late from his own 20 minutes late. So, who else we got in here? I can't see. So, but they keep messing up my illusion over here. Oh man, I should have took better notes. What I want to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? Somebody give me something to talk about. Talked about the Constitution. I don't want to go over too much stuff I'm covering in my video tomorrow because then nobody will watch my video tomorrow. So, but I guess I could talk about it because it's just going to be kind of a summary tomorrow. I mean, how many people actually go back through and watch these lives anyways? But, let's see. Oh, I had some more stats I wanted to show you. That's right. That's right. Let's see. So that was that stat. Let me see. I got another one here that we can look at.
Yo.
Oh, now they can see you.
Shoot, it went off.
So,
Hey,
let
what
me
is happening?
put this thing here.
Phone went off.
Where is this one at? Okay. Boom. Oh, really? Why is it so small? Okay, so that's all right, I guess. So this is interesting. This statistic is kind of interesting because it shows that there has been a reported weekly deaths by flu and by pneumonia. There has been a significant drop in the reported deaths by flu and pneumonia, not cause of death, but deaths reported because of flu and pneumonia specifically. Since COVID-19, deaths have started to go up. So what I'm insinuating is that the normal flu and pneumonia deaths are now being contributed to COVID-19 instead of to flu and pneumonia. It's completely separate from the stat I'm going to go over later that shows actual mortality rates based off of cause of death. So if somebody gets COVID-19, their cause of death will be pneumonia, if that's what kills them. If the pneumonia is what kills them. But this stat is showing that COVID-19 deaths, when if they attributed the pneumonia to COVID-19 or whether they attribute it to pneumonia.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what this is showing. This huge drop right here in flu and the flu and pneumonia deaths dropped as the COVID-19 as they started testing for COVID-19. So the people that were dying of COVID-19 and not pneumonia, even though the eventual cause of death is pneumonia.
Oh, I see.
So I hope that makes sense.
So people, hey, what's up, Evolvers? What's happening? Come on in. So people, let me turn this down. People got there today, bro. So,
how can I get that in there then? See if that'll actually open.
it's actually bringing up a few stats here. I'm here with Dave, and just bringing up a few stats as far as, I guess, to kind of sum it up. And that went back to how long?
That was all the years.
That was all the years.
Yeah, it just showed a bunch of years, but 2020 it showed this big drop because it was short because there's only a few weeks. We're only 12 weeks in.
Okay, and there was a big drop in what?
Yeah, in the mortality rates. I mean, not the mortality, but the deaths caused by flu and pneumonia.
Okay.
The reported deaths by flu and pneumonia dropped as the COVID-19 deaths went up. Significantly. So that was what that one was.
Oh, okay.
A couple of the other ones. The most, if you want to get into the most important stat that I want to show, we can just jump right to that one.
Okay.
So.
Go for it.
Yeah, I have to figure out how we're going to open it. It's a PDF, so I think I have to open it in this.
Yes, they did. They did open that portal up. I did see that. They're on the. So there was a few updates that they did. One, the IRS did get the portal open up on the website. So if you don't have direct deposit, or if you have not filed this year or next year and you want to try to get your money early, but you're not filing or anything like that, you can go to the IRS.com. There is a link for you to just put in your direct deposit and some other information. It'll ask for your social and some other stuff just to make sure, because if you are not on file, then you're going to be getting that $1,200 like 2, 3, even 3 months from now, from what they said. They are doing all the direct depositors first, and some went out. A few people on Twitter told me that they got their money.
Really?
Yeah, I had like 3 people.
Wonder if I got my money.
3 people on Twitter. 3 people on Twitter said that they got their money. It was two of the young guys that were 2 of the young guys. They were like 17, 18 years old. So, and they were making like $5,000.
$5,000.
Yeah, a year.
So they are starting from the bottom. Where
They are starting from
so all these young kids are getting their
the young kids are getting paid right now.
I told you about the minimum wage, right? Like only 1% of minimum wage earners are head of households. It's an interesting stat, though.
It's interesting.
99% of minimum wage earners are of like high school kids and college kids and
Boom.
stuff that living at home.
Yeah.
So
Kids are getting their money.
So all of those are getting their money.
They are, and they were making, and once again they do have direct deposit too. So that's what that was. But
Lord Jamar probably got his money.
On the actual IRS website, that's exactly, they actually said that it can take up to 2 to 3 months if you don't have a direct deposit.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
For 8-12, so 3 months is no longer. So they gave themselves a few more weeks.
So they can
no longer
let me get this right.
longer 10 weeks.
Well,
we pushed it back to 12
so
weeks.
what's the holdup?
Huh?
What's the holdup?
Because I guess the money's got to get there or something. They got
so
they said that the money.
So they can pass a $2.2 trillion spending bill in a week, but it's going to take me 3 months to get my $1,200.
It's your $1,200, and by then you're gonna need a lot more than $1,200 in 3 months.
I'm not. I'll be all right.
I'm just saying.
I'll be all right.
General public.
I hope you're gonna be all right.
You're gonna need a lot more. I wanted. So I know. I wanted to say this just for anyone that is out there. Before we get into this and get off of this, for anyone that is out there that is awaiting and is in desperate need of, the money. There's 2 main things you have to do. You must do. Go to IRS.com. If you have not filed your taxes, either this year or last year, you're gonna need to go there right now as we speak, and go to that portal. Even if you're not filing, you don't gotta file now. You just gotta go to the portal, and you have to have a bank account. If you don't have first get a bank account. Bank accounts shouldn't be bank accounts is not that hard nowadays with debit cards. So you can literally get a bank account with a $15 debit card. They all have routing and account numbers linked onto them that you can use for any debit card. So I suggest if you don't have a bank account, so that you can quickly get the money that you need now, at least get that card. Get the card. Now. It's at Family Dollar. It's at Walmart. They are the what are they called? Vanilla. You have those vanilla cards, so you'll see that they're at the Family Dollar. Once you've got yourself a debit card, it's real simple. Every debit card, once you open it up, you can activate it, and then in the menu, and you can press for direct deposit. It'll give you the routing and the account number. You'll put that in at the IRS website. It'll ask for the routing and account number. With all those debit cards, your the bank name is gonna be Bancorp, Bancorp Bank. All those debit cards use the same bank, so and they all use the same routing number. Ironically, so it's just the account number. You will need an ID or a driver's license. It'll ask for your driver's license and your ID card, because they do have to verify that you're a citizen. If you are not a citizen, register. Unfortunately, you won't be getting any money. And I recommend you highly, don't even put your name in there. Don't get yourself got. Stay under the radar. Stay under the radar.
I tell you what, if that is your situation, you should definitely seek out the help of a church, because churches aren't going to do anything.
The churches are not.
Churches will take care of you.
They'll take care of you. The government is looking for you.
That just goes to show you who you can really trust.
There you go.
Comes down to it.
So there you go. You'll get. So once you put all that in, then it's looking like within 10 days with the direct depositors, you are getting that. and all that other good stuff.
So,
If-
you know, the good news is
If you're a business, real quick, if you're a business, they have a separate website. If you don't even, how can I say this without, okay. If you did babysit, if you daycare, lawnmowers, some
wash cars.
auto mechanic,
Wash your car.
do some stuff on the side, and you know, you can, now is the time, how can I say this? Now is the time to apply, and you'll be surprised with what you can get at this time. They want to give out loans, so if you've been doing this and you have someone working with you or for you, they don't actually have to be registered as long as they have a social security.
The banks are complaining though that the government is holding up them getting their money because of regulations.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess that's why it's small.
So
businesses.
maybe it's not easy enough. Maybe it's not as maybe.
Yeah, they've been holding.
Maybe
up
the
money.
banks want to give away more money, which is good. I mean,
They
it's
do.
$2.2 trillion. Let's
do.
get as much back as we can.
Yeah,
Because these politicians.
because the more the banks give to other than the more it actually is for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
They get a piece of that.
Well,
Percentage.
as long as we're getting a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have to. They're not risking
'Cause
anything.
the way I see
because
it
all
is-
that is government.
Oh yeah, they're going to get more. They'll get
Yeah.
more from the government than they get from us.
Oh yeah. So they want to
On the forgiven
give out
loans,
as
they
well.
get 5% on the forgiven loans up to $350,000 loans. They get 5% back from the government on the forgiven stuff, the stuff that we don't have to pay for. They only get up to 4% back on the stuff that we actually have to pay for. So they actually get more money back from the stuff that's forgiven. So that's why they're trying to give away all this money.
They are,
And they're actually fighting with the government to make it even easier to give away this money.
Yeah, because there's still
which I think is
regulations.
great because there is so much theft in that $2.2 trillion bill that we need to get as much of it back in our pockets as far as the citizens and small businesses.
But don't get it twisted. The bank is not on your side. Their longing to want to give this money is all produced by the money that they're about to get. It's not because we care about the citizens.
No. Yeah.
Don't think that
I'm telling you to go
banks
get
are
your money because I care about you.
Right.
The banks don't really care about you. They're
They-
businesses, but you can see how
Yes.
this free market type system is. The selfishness is actually working to our benefit.
Mm-hmm.
The selfishness of the banks. So the banks are fighting with the government to make it easier for them to get the government money to give to you because they're going to benefit from it too. So it's selfishness working to all of our benefit.
There you go.
You know.
There you go.
Except for the government's selfishness works to nobody's benefit.
It's true.
Well, because they have nothing that is theirs.
Nothing is.
It's only ours.
Yep.
So all we're really doing is taking our own money back.
You know, Trump gave a speech today.
Jesus.
He gave a speech today, and I was in there. It was like 15K people in this chat, and then it got up to like 40K. His last press release he did earlier, and you know, I was in there, and man, the comments are still up, but they were hitting me up. I mean, people were mad. I didn't know those.
Why were they mad?
They were mad at me. I mean,
Why?
you should.
Oh.
Because I was saying, because
Because you were instigating like you're
No.
so good at.
No, I just made a little joke because he had said something about Mexico and how they were going to reimburse us. He was doing something for Mexico, and they were going to reimburse us. That's how he started off the speech after he did a prayer. They did a whole little Easter prayer. He read a prayer and he said, he quoted scripture. You should have seen it. It was
Trump did?
Trump. Yeah,
He quoted scripture.
He was quoting scripture.
Which one? Romans 13?
He was quoting scripture.
Romans 13. You know what Romans 13
It
is,
was
right? Obey the government. That's Romans 13.
And
Well, but the thing is,
and
it
then
has to be a legitimate
and then
government.
he started talking about Mexico, and then I posted up in the chat. I was like, but I thought I said something like, so we are paying for the wall after all, and then everybody went crazy. Because I first made that comment, and everyone's like,
So it was a lot of Trump supporters in
It
there?
was tons of them. I didn't know that. And then I was like, you guys do know that this money, because then he started talking about the money's going to be there. And I was like, you guys do know that this is our money in the first place. This is not our money. Oh, you gotta see. This is not our money. You're so ignorant. This guy is ignorant and he don't know government. And they were going off. They couldn't understand.
They said you were ignorant and didn't know government?
I didn't know government because I thought that this money that they're giving us, and I was like, y'all do know your $1,200 is nothing compared to what they are getting, what is in this bill. And, anyone actually read the bill? All right, so I'm going to bring it up.
Did you do some screenshots?
Oh, but it's still here. I'm all over this comment section. They were on me. I want to,
All I see is your comment. Were you talking to yourself?
I wasn't talking to myself. That's weird. Oh, what?
That's all your comments. Nobody was talking to you.
They were talking to me.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, I wonder why all my... Okay, so... Yeah, so I start off because he started off his press conference and he's like, I just put, everything is awesome and amazing. He has risen.
Spectacular.
And
he has risen.
That's what I said.
No, that's Sunday though. He's risen.
Yeah.
He actually died today. What do you guys say about Good Friday?
And then I said, let me get to that. So then people weren't talking. It was just, but we had thousands of people in there. I was like, wow, no one's commenting. So I was commenting, and I was like, laugh out loud. If you all think this is free money, they already won. Because he started talking about the money and everything.
True, yeah. He started talking about 2.2 trillion?
Yeah, he started. No, he didn't talk about that.
He talked about the money for us.
For
our
us.
money.
So he started talking about
He doesn't talk about the other $1,195 billion.
So then I took a page from your book. I said, hey, there's no such thing, guys, as free lunch. And just like always, people like myself will end up paying for this. Oh yes, in the bill there were many raises given, and then Chloe. Okay, so then this Chloe, she started off, and she was the one that further up here that said that I was naive and I don't know government, and Donald Trump
said that you were naive and didn't know government.
I didn't know government, and that this money is not a tax and whatnot. And this is what she was saying. I'm gonna go up in her comments, and I was just like, poor Chloe. Big government has rocked her right to sleep. She gotta be woke. But
that is good. That's really good.
It was really good. I was on fire.
That was super insulting, but but very pleasant at the same time.
It was pleasant. It was.
I'm impressed. I mean, that's really good.
What do you mean you're impressed?
She probably flipped.
Oh man. So, but I got to. All right. So for some reason they're showing all of my comments.
Did they go through? There's Chloe right there.
There's Chloe in one, but she said a lot more.
No, I am not.
Okay, here's goes one.
You are just ignorant.
Okay, because I will bring up her comment and why I said she was so wrong. But here's one. I think that ignorant is you. The one ignorant is you.
See, the thing that is so funny about this, people, is he is actually trying to correct the person that is saying that he's ignorant. He's trying to read it to where it's understandable.
Right.
And the person's calling him ignorant. Because I'm reading it right now.
Right.
I don't understand it.
Clearly you don't know how the economy works. He did not authorize the distribution of taxpayers' money out because I was saying that we're going to pay for it. Money out the kindness of his heart. We incurred the debt, and guess who ended up paying? Oh, actually, I think this one.
Who's going to end up paying for it? That's one. Okay.
They need to give money to people in order for people to spend. Otherwise, the economy stays in standstill. Mm-hmm. People will get $1,200, but will end up spreading much more than that. Spending much more. You're right. He is a lousy liar, and the task force has to correct him several times. All right, this one was actually for me.
I don't know.
It sounds like sometimes she for me. She did say I was ignorant, but then she made my point.
Or maybe she's saying Chloe's the ignorant
Maybe
one.
She's saying
You know what? Because I think just before this, Chloe called you ignorant.
No,
you're just ignorant. Yeah. And then so this one's defending you.
Oh, she was defending me.
Saying Chloe's the ignorant one.
She was. Yeah. All right, let's go up. No, because this is good. I want to get into the...
I'm still waiting for it to get good.
It was good.
Your insult was really good, though. That was the highlight.
Well, it wasn't really insults. I was trying to...
No, that was an insult. Well, it's an insult to somebody who's on a government page listening to the president, thinking that they are woke.
Thinking that
They're woke. Are you woke? Are you woke?
why I get
Stay tuned, and I will woke you.
I guarantee. Okay, here where Chloe starts. So Chloe starts. This is in a Donald Trump rally here. I want to read this because me and her got at it, and then she got recruited some help, and everyone was going at it. So let me come on, turn. Hold on. So this is where I think this is where she starts off. She's like, I guarantee most of y'all that are on here bashing Donald Trump, y'all are gonna accept his money he's sending to everyone next week. Unless y'all are going to send him a check back, shut up! So we start with that. And that's when I said, well, it's our money to begin with.
I was going to say, Donald Trump's giving us the money?
Right.
So it's coming out of like the Trump.
So then Lewis, she's like, it is all of our money. We pay taxes.
Hey, there you go.
It's not,
somebody has some sense.
She said, I like how she put this. This is the best. I'm going to start using it. This is not a personal gift from our president. That's what she said.
Why are people so... I mean, it was the same thing with Obama. It's the same thing with Obama. It's not a team sport, people. This guy is not your friend. He is your employee.
This is not a personal gift. Yeah.
The president is not your friend. He's an employee. He's an employee, not your friend. He's not a sports team to be rooting for. Team Trump, Team Obama. It's stupid. He's an employee. If he's not doing his job, it's our job to fire him. I don't care what party he belongs to. What color he wears.
Don't worry about these haters, Trump. Thank you for all you're doing. Prayers to Trump and his team and their family. May God be with you all Easter weekend. And I just replied, thank you for that prayer.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was very nice. I would have thumbs up there too.
Oh, someone talked about Social Security. Social Security would run out of funds if the cut taxes permanently. Maybe 2 years or max. So he was arguing, he's like, we can't cut taxes because there was a Libertarian in here saying, the thing is that this whole tax situation, let me go to this now. He said it starts with taxes. We need to rid ourselves from taxes.
So Social Security would die. Yes, Social Security would die.
Trump was the first to restrict travel to China. Did any other country do that? Praise Trump.
Praised? Oh my God. I can't even finish that sentence because I'm afraid my pastor might watch this video.
Why don't y'all understand that the stimulus money is to save the economy, or it would never
They're
be
the
on
ones
the
who
table.
destroyed it to begin with. That's the problem, is they created the crisis so that they can bail us out of it. That's what's ridiculous.
So everyone, and I was saying these things, and thousands of people. I only had like 5 people that were with me, but we were getting bashed. Chaz, he was one of the ones that was with me. How are you going to get these tests done? Okay, because he was talking about we're going to go ahead and, in this press release, he said he's going to start giving tests and more tests. And he said that we have given the most tests. We have given the most tests in the world. No other country have done what we have done. We do. So, and I'm not.
Am I running here?
At Marcus.
What are you doing, dude? Go that way. Don't go that way.
Okay. But yeah, so that was that. He addressed it, and he talked more about the minorities. He did talk about the black people.
Yeah.
He did say that we need to get the best thing that we can do is get the African Americans to understand the severity of. Basically, he was saying we got to get the black people to listen. We are the ones we're not listening. That's a big problem.
Did Trump say that?
He said the best
but
thing.
I want to know if Pence called y'all brothers again.
He didn't call us. But
that made me feel really awkward.
Here's the thing.
It did. It made me feel really awkward as a white guy.
It was so fake. It was so fake. It was so fake. And Donald, he did say in the press, he was like, I talked to all the black leaders, and the black leaders are going to talk.
Who was that?
Al Sharpton and all these guys.
Is he your leader?
He talked to all the black P. Diddy, Al Sharpton.
Large Jamar, right?
Jamar.
He's a god.
So he's like,
He talked to all the gods.
He said, I talk.
He got all the gods together.
I'm trying to be serious. I'm gonna
No, you're not.
I am. I'm gonna bring that part out. I'm trying to be serious. He said, I talked to other black leaders and I want to thank all the black leaders of passing the information of the severity to the African Americans. I heard from them, but he said now they're getting in line.
It's true though. I mean, y'all know that's true. That they are not listening. Because I mean, this guy got a trespassing ticket. That tells you right now. I didn't get one. He got one because he's not listening. He's out walking his dog at night in the park and letting it poop in the grass.
That's trespassing.
It's trespassing.
Now, if you go to the park.
So that tells you right there. You know what it is, though.
But I gotta be.
You know what it is, though. But it's because African Americans are libertarians.
Okay, so
because they're like, no, I don't have to. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so but to put some context behind this, to get general, the reason why they're saying that we are at the high risk is because we are at high risk when it comes to diabetes. There were 3: heart disease, diabetes,
high blood pressure,
and high blood pressure. Yeah, these 3, and those with those pre-existing, it's been showing a higher level of death toll and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So, and it just so happened that the black community, we have those 3 triggering things and
physiological.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the black community don't have access. Yeah, they don't. You know, they're already depraved and deprived. They don't have access to. On top of that, not having access to
they're underserved.
Yeah, they're
underserved.
They're underserved community. Like I said, depraved.
It's like I was explaining earlier. I don't think you were in here, but I was explaining earlier. How many large hospitals do you see in the ghetto?
Right.
You know, it's just under. I mean, you might see couple of free clinics or something. Maybe one volunteer doctor down there working his hands to the bone. But you're not going to see any major hospitals or anything down there. Yeah, and that's
the thing. Whenever you have ghettos and whenever you have, whenever there is a crisis like this, the deprived, depraved, and underserved communities is always going to get the blunt and always going to feel the brunt.
You said blunt.
Blunt. Oh. Well, they do get blunts. We just be like, forget it. We're gonna die anyway. I done seen videos. So they get the blunt and brunt. We do. I mean, they're always gonna get the worst of it because they're underserved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they try to speak a bit on that. And that's what they were saying. It just came out so professionally racist. It came out really bad. But what they were saying was true. And the numbers prove it. That's the thing. But it came out and they wanted to, these brothers and my sisters and, we got to get them to understand and saying, they were using terms in this present. They were saying them. No, we got to get them to understand. Like, we watching. We right here. We're in the building. Like, we right here. It's like me saying, guys, we got to get him to understand.
What it is that word right. Them is a divisionary word. It's saying them is not us. Instead of saying
exactly. Yeah. There you go. It came out really bad. Like
and that's a Freudian slip. Really, that's the way I see it. I'm not saying that.
And that was yesterday, and then Trump he repeated those words today. And the best thing we can do for them. And that's what he said.
See, what he should have been saying. What you're saying is that he should have been speaking directly to you. Like, exactly. Look, you need to fix yourself. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Instead of saying
y'all are at risk.
Them people.
Yeah.
Them people over there.
Yeah, I guess.
Of course, Obama would do the same thing because when Obama was referring to the black African, he would be like, "Listen, this is what we need to do." When he was talking to the black,
all right,
he was saying, "We need to do."
We need to come together.
You know what I mean?
Hope have come. I want to worry about a thing. Now, I know what Trump has done in the past. And.
Okay. Funny. No, he only did that when he didn't have a teleprompter. But you know what is good though. I mean, he might stutter a little bit when he didn't have a teleprompter, but he was still pretty good. When Trump doesn't have a teleprompter, it scares me. What he could possibly say. As soon as he lifts his head up from his sheet of paper, I'm like, oh boy.
So yeah, that is the thing. I don't know. We got some comments in here now. I don't know if any of the African Americans and black folks in the comment section, if you all listened to the press conference, I would like to know how you guys felt. I listened to it. I was like, wow. And I was when I first seen it, I was like, wow, this is so bad. Basically saying, gotta get these monkeys to, gotta get them to listen.
Dude.
Yes, a master.
Dude.
It was bad.
You gonna get us YouTube canceled.
It was bad. But then I gained myself. After the stream, I checked some numbers out. I checked, and I researched.
Right. He may be a racist, but he's right.
I text Dave. I was like, you know what? He was right. He just don't know how. He don't know how to approach. You don't got to be fake, man. But you guys are saying a lot in the comments there on Evolve. Let me read some of you guys' paragraphs though.
Hey, Evolvers, man.
There you go.
Thank you for showing up each and every live stream that we got. I'd appreciate it if you came on over to my channel.
Yeah, let me put it in so you guys can see some of the because there's no green screen. I'll let him talk. Let me get it up here.
But I'm really trying to build this thing in the U.S. so that YouTube will quit thinking I'm Indian.
They do.
me and Evolve, we were doing some statistical research, just playing around on this website that shows kind of your YouTube channel statistics. And apparently, I'm Indian.
Yeah.
Like India. Like my channel is...
They love you over there. Man.
They do. I got a lot of subs from India. I'm honestly thinking about going live in prime time in India. Cool. Just to see how many people I get to show up. You know what I mean? So anyways, Evolvers, just come over and hit me up. Give me a sub.
He will need it because we got to help him with this algorithm.
Yeah, so I gotta get into this U.S. algorithm a little bit more, and that would help me out a ton.
I have so guys, what you're gonna see that's gonna be posted up in the chat right now is his channel. I'm actually live on his channel, so you don't see the green screen if you go to his channel.
Let me make us a little bit bigger.
You're gonna see some of the videos and clips and stuff that we put up there. Now I'm gonna read some of y'all's comments.
Do some magic real quick because we're gonna get bigger.
Okay. So.
Do some.
Boosh. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, so let's go. I see Sarah was the most recent one. Sarah said, I know this one guy who's a clinical doctor and also practiced spirituality on patients and community. Oh. He can meet with patients in their home if possible for treatment, like spiritual treatment. Is that what you're talking about right now? I missed it. He can perform spiritual healing ceremonies and pinpoint the exact location of illness prior to error. Is he healing coronavirus?
We need to put the call-in number up.
Oh, yeah, this is a good time. We gotta
well, let me put up this stat real quick. This is the most important stat I wanted to show everybody. So let me throw this thing up here real quick so we can talk about this. I don't think you've even seen this stat yet, have you?
No.
Let's see if I can make it bigger. I don't think I can.
Usually people that don't have their together or a reputable job don't have direct deposit. I hear
make it bigger.
Envy. Nah, yeah, most people nowadays, usually people that are, some. There are a few categories of people that don't have direct deposit for a lot of different reasons. One, don't trust government. Two, older people are really sometimes like old school. 3, then you have those people that work really hard, but they just undocumented and whatnot, or they get paid under the table. Not even undocumented, they get paid under the table, but that's the best work because the system had put them in jail, and now they got felony charges for weeds and drugs so now they get out and they can't get hired except through construction and different stuff like that, but they work and they provide, and so direct deposit and different things like that is not an option. I know people like that. Hired people like that. So I'm just saying.
So here's the stat that we were talking about last live stream.
Okay.
And I think we nailed it.
Yeah.
You know, you said go back September. So these are weeks. So like 52, this week 52 right here.
Okay.
Right in the middle where it says 52 and then it says, 197.
197.
And that's, I don't know what that is. So the pneumonia death. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's the flu deaths. This is pneumonia deaths and this is both combined.
Okay.
So that should add up. So if you look 52 weeks, so the spike in deaths was actually January, February. And then in March, they've actually, or no, this is January. So the first week of January, New Year's,
okay.
First week of January, we had the spike. Second week, third week, fourth week. So actually, we're down here now, and it's dropping.
Oh, okay.
The deaths due to pneumonia are actually dropping now.
They're dropping, so they got another name for it.
No.
Oh.
Well, actually, that is a pretty significant drop. No, these are actually causes of death, though.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually the cause of death. So COVID-19 deaths the people who eventually died of pneumonia due to COVID-19 would still be listed as pneumonia.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's how it's working.
Interesting point.
So because so you figure that's January, then up to 8 would be February. So these first 3 weeks are March. So I mean, actually, you might be right because the numbers are actually dropping.
Yeah.
Well, that is also incomplete for week 11, so which would have been the third week of March would have been 11. So, but statistically, if you look all the way back, you can go back as far as October, and we're looking at 2,700 deaths, and then it actually started to rise significantly. Like this is December, so we're looking at 48 being November. So really, right around October, the end of October, beginning of November, that's when we started to see the spike and the continual rise in pneumonia deaths. And now we're starting to see a drop. So maybe they are attributing these and they're not counting them because of COVID-19.
Because of COVID-19, yeah. Good research
So what we're looking at, especially those 4,000 numbers, that would be the first month in January. Look at the numbers in January. You know what I mean? That is significant amount of deaths. That's almost twice as many as we're seeing now in March.
Yeah.
Possibly because they're attributing those deaths to COVID-19, which means that
because
those deaths in January were probably COVID-19.
They were COVID-19 because there was a massive spike.
Which tells you right now, if we're sitting at this is what I was explaining. I don't know if you heard me explaining about the mortality rate. So I put up the slide about the mortality rate. And the thing that's interesting is, so right now we're at 400,000 people.
Okay.
With 14,000 dead. That's a 3.5% mortality rate. But as we can see through these numbers, that number is highly inaccurate. For one, the only people getting tested right now are people that are showing symptoms. So literally this 3.5% is worst case scenario. These are only people that have shown symptoms. When we start testing people that aren't showing symptoms and finding that they have been recovered, that they've already recovered from it. You know, we're not ever going to find out if these people actually died of COVID. So the death number is not going to go up. But the people who have recovered is going to go up. And that 400,000 is going to go up while the other number is not. So that 3.5%, I'm guessing, is going to get down to about 2. Sure. And then how are you going to justify all of the madness that we're seeing caused by our government over a sickness that had a 2% mortality rate?
What was that calling number? Let's look up the lines.
If you want to. But anyways, that's what I wanted to share.
That's good stuff. Well, that's a good stopping point. That's in case people want to talk. Guys, you guys kind of hear what we went over thus far. If you want to call in on anything that we have said, I'll put in the call-in number, 915-209-2089. There's the call-in number. We'll have that open for the next 11 minutes until we go to our next segment.
Just throw random numbers out there. 11 minutes. So give us a call. I'll bring it up right here.
Give it a call.
Yeah, give us a holler. I put it up on my screen too.
915. We want to hear from you from anything.
Anything at all you want to talk. You want to talk about Colin Kaepernick going to the Jets? We'll talk about that.
Well, it's his stream, so he said you can talk about anything.
You can think about anything, yeah. Right, I'm always going to try to bring it back to libertarianism, though. I'm just warning you.
Okay.
I'm always going to be trying to convert you to the liberty movement.
Speaking of which, you've been doing some converting in your comments.
I try to convert some people.
Guys, the call-in number is up there.
It's a shame that I got to try to convince Americans that liberty is the best thing for them. Hey, why did I get a phone call at 9:46? I missed the call at 9.
Oh, someone wanted to talk early, man.
How did I miss a call at 9? How do I check messages on this thing? Because this is my campaign number. I'm wondering if somebody...
That's the call-in number. If you want to call in, it's open for the next 9 minutes. Before we go to the next topic, that's the call-in number.
They didn't leave a message. I feel like calling them back now. Should we call them back?
That's
while
our
we're
call.
live?
That's our call.
What if it's K-Fox or something, or KVIA?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they want to do an interview.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm an important person, man. Here
It don't matter. Rob, the conditions the same.
You're just jealous because I already had a TV interview.
Yeah, you killing it.
With my. I'm conscious. See, I'm glad you told me about that. Now I'm conscious about it. It's like the stab in the thing. Nobody wants to call. Nobody wants to talk to us?
Yeah, we got eight minutes. What's going to be the next segment? Oh, we're going to go over the girl.
What about, we got the federal prison guy.
Mm-hmm.
You probably shut that off if it's in your face. I don't think we really need it. Yeah. We got the natural light. We got the prison thing to talk about.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
The guy in prison.
Oh, the guy
that was a pretty. Did you see the yard out there?
I told you.
That was pretty.
It was
all well groomed and stuff. I wonder if the prisoners.
That's federal.
Yeah.
Federal, they keep it. They get that federal money, man.
Right. We about to get some of that federal money. I feel like checking my account now.
Yeah, it might be in there. I ain't got nothing. I would get an alert.
You get paid, you get alerts.
I miss a bunch of alerts.
So, what am I? I also went over the difference between liberty and rights earlier too. You missed that too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Between civil liberties and civil rights.
I guess, okay, guys, in 5 minutes, we're going to go to the next segment if you want to call in. I guess we can really start off that next one. We're going to talk a little bit about the, Bernie dropped out.
Bernie, oh yeah.
Bernie
Man, I
dropped
forgot all about that.
We want to bring up, I'll bring up.
I forgot all. Where's the Bernie Byrne guy? I got a sub whose name is Bernie Byrne, yeah.
Is he saying Bernie Byrne?
I don't know.
Or is he saying Phil the Burn? How is he talking?
He sounds really kind of like he's on board with as far as a lot of libertarian concepts.
Oh, so he's not a Bernie like Bernie.
So you notice how you immediately went to, oh, so he must not be a Bernie supporter. You know, people think that Trump is a libertarian.
Yeah, they said that he's the most libertarian president that we had. That's what they say, right?
But you know why they said they think Trump's a libertarian? Why? And because I was reading the article.
Because he goes against the Republican and Democrats, so he's right there in the middle, right? The Republicans don't like him, Democrats don't like him.
Well, Democrats don't see him as socialist enough, and Republicans don't see him as utilitarian enough.
So libertarians, y'all should be welcoming him with open arms.
No.
What?
No. Libertarians don't force a $2.2 trillion spending bill down the American people's throats during the middle of a crisis. No. Libertarians also don't continue an endless war during a crisis. So yeah, there's a lot of
Do libertarians do war though?
no, but we don't do war. We do war if somebody messes with us. That's
Okay.
That's the porcupine. Man. That's why we got the porcupine.
Right.
Because the porcupine
is a defense.
defensive animal. Yeah. So we would maintain a national security. We maintain the national defense. Because you know what? Notice that it's called the Department of Defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, not Department of Offense or Department of Regime Change.
Yeah.
Or Department of Political Takeover.
Yeah, we're like the police for the world, though.
Yeah, it's not Department of the Police. It's Department of Defense. So that's the biggest thing about. That's what makes Democrats and Republicans the same. They're both big government. They just continue to spend and tax and spend.
I sent you the tweets that Joe Biden. I keep saying Joe Biden.
Joe Biden could rap. He would probably beat Trump.
Joe Biden. His speech. Want to see if we can read off his tweets. The 2 tweets.
Oh, about Bernie?
Yeah, just Bernie and
Oh yeah, he's trying to get them Bernie support.
Yeah,
they're not going to vote for him, man. They're going to
so?
probably vote for.
Let's see.
They're probably going to vote for whoever the Green Party candidate is.
In here for some reason.
Probably going to. Yeah, they're probably going to vote for the Green Party.
Reconnecting. This one's reconnecting. That's your Wi-Fi. I'm on my Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm still on.
You are.
I got that special Wi-Fi connection in here. Which one? This one here?
Yeah, it was 2 of them. I know that I need. Sorry, yes, we'll get it right.
All right, where's my picture one then? Oh, there it is. Get rid of this media source. See, this is why we need a crew, man. We need a media crew.
We need a media crew.
Yeah, we need a media crew that can. Hey, put the tweets up from Biden.
There you go.
Then we could just talk.
Welcome back, guys. I'm sorry you got disconnected, but I'm back and retry. I should put this one on the other charger too. Hey, what's up? So we're gonna go ahead and get into who is did we have any Bernie supporters? I do want to talk to y'all. I want to see are you guys gonna get behind Joe Biden now? Why people so scared? Well, I said that before I get back, but I want to get on the topic far as people's voting for people like that's an insult to be asking. Are you gonna now that Bernie's gone? Or who are you voting for? Like that was always a touchy thing. You don't ask people. You never got that when you grow up.
What's that? Oh, about politics?
Not supposed to be asking people about who they voting for.
I know. I remember. I don't know. But yeah, it's like that old saying that you shouldn't talk about religion and politics.
Yeah.
And it's funny. That's all I really talk about is religion and politics.
Or don't talk about how much you get paid. They can fire you.
I know. It's weird. We're still real secretive about that. And you know what that leads to? That leads into a disparity of income. You know
it only works for the business when you don't talk about because it keeps things less competitive. It only works for the boss. Like if I think if I'm boss owner, if I get everybody, that means they can trickle down whatever they want amongst you all because you all ain't gonna say anything.
But you know,
once you start forcing competitive, it's just another way. It's just that attitude.
I had a thing I just read. Let me bring it up. So this thing says, this is a good little thing about that. It says, being taught to avoid talking about politics and religion has led to a lack of understanding of politics and religion. What we should have been taught was how to have a civil conversation about a difficult topic.
That's so true.
Right? Was this the first one?
Keeps buffering. They watching you, bro. I don't know. It should be buffering.
Yeah, I told you. You probably got us canceled with that monkey comment you made.
No, it's not buffing. It's clean. Let me get another charger though. But no, it's good. Oh, you're gonna bring up the Bernie.
The Bernie. Yeah. Should I bring up both tweets at the same time?
Yeah, I might as well.
Let's see if I can fit them in here. Let me see if I can work.
Guys, in order to see the
OBS.
tweets, you can go to his channel.
Yeah, at Libertarian Dave, youtube.com/Libertarian Dave. I probably should just copy another one and paste, duplicate. All right, and this one, there's no. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is the first one. So we'll show the first one first. So that, oh, that's big. It's like right in my face. All right. So that is the first tweet. Let's see. Oh boy. Too much. There we go. All right, so these are the tweets. So you know, he's trying to rally the burners behind him. Anybody think that's gonna work? It's probably not gonna. It didn't work for Hillary, at least. So they say a lot of those Bernie supporters just kind of went anti-Democrat on him and voted for Trump. I was like, man, you go from Bernie to Trump. That's not really a big jump, though. It may sound like a big jump, but I mean, as a libertarian, I kind of see how both parties work. It's not that big of a jump. I mean, they're the same. People, they're the same. They just believe in growing government, bigger and bigger, spending more of your money, taxing, taking more power, and endless wars, not ever fixing nothing, and just doing whatever they can in order to get your vote in November so they can stay in power. That usually revolves around scaring the hell out of you that some evil other guy is going to win. It's ridiculous and it's ignorant politics. So, hey, what's up, Noble Nation? Welcome, welcome. Oh, you like it? I use OBS. Yeah, I'm that's the background and everything. I got green screen and I use OBS for everything. It's free, so it's right in my price range, and it's not really that hard to use. Once you get used to it, the hardest part is probably setting up the camera. But yeah, it's pretty good. There's probably some easier ones out there now. I just got comfortable with OBS, so that's what I use. So see, I have the. I think I have the. The tweets are. Let me put the. I got to put the camera on top of the tweet, so I'm not blocking myself out. Camera should always be on top. See, now I'm not blocking the camera. My head can go on old Joe's tweets. It's fun. You can do a lot with it. It's kind of rough when you're trying to do a live stream and do a lot with it. You can do recordings with it too. So the video I'm going to put out tomorrow was recorded in OBS, and then I'm going to attempt to edit it. See how that goes. So yeah, I guess old Bernie is gone. I know Bernie well. He's a good man and a great leader. And one of the most powerful voices for change in our country. I tell you, the one thing that needs to change is you all need to make a lot less money. And you all need to have a lot less responsibility. Because you aren't that smart. Smart enough to get elected, though. So, there's that. Oh man, so what else is going on? Let me check Volvy's comments. What? Before the internet was this. Oh, I'm blocking the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go over here. AOL days. Back before there was an internet. I remember that, like early 90s and stuff, before there was the internet. It was pretty cool. So, April 22nd to the 24th is when they're saying Texas's COVID-19 is going to peak. And then I guess it's going to start getting better. So maybe then we can start going back outside again. So, Daddy government, can I go play outside? Nope. We having church this weekend though, so I'm happy. We're going to have our drive-in church. Hook it up. It's going to be online too if you want to check it out. rockfaithcenter.com. rockfaithcenter.com. Drive-in church Sunday 10:30 Mountain Standard Time. Online streaming, and it's going to be a big giant parking lot. Bunch of cars, a stage, and big screens. It's going to be awesome. What you got?
Lou gave me. She says she's gonna. For those that subscribe, she has black, blue, white, gray for her shirt.
Oh,
for the custom
for
shirt.
the custom shirt. Oh, for the
yeah
the push to 250.
Push to 250. Oh, what did you make? 200?
No, I didn't make 200.
Oh.
I got one today though.
Oh, what's up, guys? So we were talking about. Oh.
You got old people on your. You got old Volvers, man. There's a dude that remembers back before there was the internet.
I got old people? That's... You couldn't say anything.
Eminem might be on there too. Well, he said he was old. I wasn't. I was just describing him as he described himself.
Okay, so we were talking about Bernie, right?
Yeah, I got Bernie stuff up there.
Okay, so any Bernie supporters? Guys, you guys are here involved. Don't give me that. Oh my goodness, I don't talk politics. I can't talk.
Man, he's 45.
45.
Oh.
Oh, you up there with me. The original Apple Mac at the school. Someone's talking about that. All right, so Bernie drops out. Did you hear his speech?
No, Bernie had a speech?
His dropout speech.
I caught part of it. It was like online though. It was like recorded or something. He was at his desk or something.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of got the feeling that Bernie was like, I'm old, and with COVID-19 out there, campaigning could kill me. So I think he dropped out because he was afraid that he would campaign himself to death.
Nah, he wanted to go till the end. Bernie. This ain't his first time. This ain't his first run.
So if he wanted to go to the end, why'd he drop out?
Because it was no light in sight. He had already lost. He had a 2% chance of winning.
Oh, makes sense.
He had a 2% chance. No more.
Moving on.
Wasting money or whatnot. So will his supporters support Joe Biden?
Doubtful.
Really?
They didn't do it last time.
But not supporting either one is a support for Trump.
Yeah. But it ends. I mean, that was the what the polls said was that a lot of Bernie supporters voted for Trump, like a protest vote. They voted for Trump with Hillary.
Trump.
But they didn't. Well, they kind of did Bernie wrong again. I don't know what's the feel with Bernie supporters. Do they feel like they've been done wrong again this year?
Well, it sounds like Rob.
Rob
said Bernie was just trying to help people who can't afford the basic essentials. Why can't you get your head around the socialism?
I just can't, because it doesn't help people with the basic essentials. It actually takes the basic essentials away from people. It makes it harder and more expensive for them.
Everybody gets free health care. Everybody gets to go to school.
And everybody gets to be poor.
Everybody gets
to be
free
poor.
health care. You get free daycare.
Gets to be poor. Everybody gets to be poor. That's what the bottom line it boils down to. I should just do a whole video on why socialism doesn't work. But there's already been hundreds of them done. There's been hundreds of them done by people way smarter than me, like Nobel prize winning economist and stuff.
See, a lot wanted Bernie. This is what Rob said. A lot wanted Bernie to burn the whole system down. Bernie got bumped out. This was
well, if they wanted Bernie to burn the whole system down, they should just vote Libertarian because we're the only one that's going to change the system. You keep voting Democrat and Republican, the system is never going to change. And if you think it is going to change, just tell me how much it's gotten better since the 1970s.
But you gotta admit, if Bernie was in there, it would be a dramatic change.
No, it wouldn't.
No?
No. Everybody said when Trump gets in there, it'd be a dramatic change. Do you think it's been a dramatic change? Yeah. The economy got better. Other than that, there was, I don't know, there was more civil unrest and stuff when Obama was president.
Oh, someone don't know who Bernie is.
What? Bernie Sanders, man. Bernie Sanders. He is kind of like, no, he's not like he's like a senator. Do they have senators wherever you're from?
Prime ministers.
Prime minister is like a president. So.
The president.
Hey, you hear the UK Prime Minister's out of the ICU. He's recovering from COVID
Oh,
now.
he is
Yeah.
recovering.
Good stuff. Like about 98% of everybody that's going to get COVID are going to recover.
So we got.
He's recovering.
Hey, we got a new date.
He's recovering. Like 98% of people will
Yeah.
recover from COVID. I told you the mortality rate's going to be about 2% by the time this thing's all said and done. But you know what'll happen is we'll move on from it and we'll forget, and then they won't actually show the real. They'll show the real numbers on CDC about 6 months after everybody stops talking about COVID-19, and then we'll be like, hey.
Okay.
You crazy. We're going to talk. She needs to come in here and do an interview.
So, check this out.
Ma too. You see Ma too's talking?
Bernie Sanders 2016. Okay.
She liked Bernie. She just liked him because of his crazy hair. She likes crazy hairs. See, that's why she likes my crazy hair.
So, you know the new date that was set?
I'm going for the non-gray Bernie look.
That we're going to open up the country?
May 1st?
Yeah.
Really?
You watched it? Yeah, you watched it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what he said. He said May 1st.
I was just thinking like a contractor. Sorry, I know that was loud.
So Donald Trump in his press conference say, forget about Easter. Sorry about that. Need a little bit more time. May 1st is the time that they look to open the country back, and we should be back at work and whatnot.
May 1st. That's the time.
May 1st. What do you all think? What do you think?
Well, they say that Texas is going to peak.
are-
Texas coronavirus cases are going to peak April 22nd to the 24th.
Okay. I heard New York peaked last week.
Man, they went through there quick. They didn't flatten that curve, did they?
Yeah. So, someone thinks so. Yeah, May 1st sounds good. He was saying it sounds good. Think we'll open? Yeah.
The kids going back to school?
Yeah.
I need my peace and quiet back. Man. Just being honest with you. Hey, people. Come on. You need to go invite some friends in here. I need some subs. We're trying to get up to 200.
Oh, yeah.
And we're trying to get off of this India algorithm.
Yeah.
I have no offense. I love Indian food, Indian people.
Let me put this up.
They have the most beautiful skin color and texture. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, guys, if you knew, we're making custom shirts.
You didn't make a comment on that. I was expecting. It was like I pitched you a slow ball, man. You could have knocked it out the park. You didn't say nothing.
I've seen where people wearing green get green screen.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
Do
you
I
can.
have something green? I think I have. Here, let me see. This might work. Let's see how close I have. Let me see if I'm gonna be headless. Am I headless?
You're not headless.
Oh man, it didn't work. Oh, you can't see on that one. You gotta open OBS, man. Cause this is delayed. No, it's not. I guess this isn't green enough.
Okay, so I guess that's enough of burning. We don't have a lot.
Nobody wants to talk about Bernie.
Nobody cared.
Bernie.
I thought y'all cared about Bernie.
Do you think he's gonna run again?
Yeah, he'll run again. He'll run again.
I bet you was yellow.
Gonna run again. I'm gonna do it this time.
That didn't work either.
This is the time that we're gonna do it. I gotta work on my Bernie.
Huh? Bernie's horrible, dude.
Yeah, I can do it.
Your Bernie's horrible.
I don't watch enough Bernie. That's why.
Do the Bernie cocaine thing.
Bro, I don't give a if it's May of 2021. He is one man, and it's not his fucking fault. He's literally on TV every day. There has never been another like him. Now we got a Trump. That's what I want to see. Hey,
you got Trumpsters on here?
Yeah, I got a Trumpster in here. He don't give a care if it's 2021. He's only one man. And it's not his fault that this is happening. He's literally on TV every day. There has never been another like him. Never been another president like Trump.
That is an extremely accurate statement. Everything that guy said is 100% accurate.
Hey, Mike, you want to call in and talk to him?
That's 100% accurate. For real. Name one thing in that statement that's not true.
He said, let's get him. Hey, give him your call-in number. All right, let's put the call-in number.
209-2089.
Here's the call-in number.
If you're going to call in, keep it respectful.
Keep it respectful.
Try to keep your language respectful.
915.
I know how some of you Volvers are.
209.
My people are respectful.
They're respectful. They're just
because most of my subscribers are from India and they're not on right now. So, did you have something else?
Well, India, they can only get on when the government turns on the internet connection.
You know that they have their population
915-209.
2089.
2089. That's the call-in number.
Well, he's not on mine, so if you were on mine, it's just posted on the background.
Guys, I posted up. Feel free to call in.
You have to watch though, because I don't have the ringer on, so we gotta watch for it to vibrate.
Oh, you don't have the ringer on?
Nah, because then right here's the mic. It'd be blue right in the mic.
Oh.
Did you have another graphic you want to show?
Drama.
No, you hung up on drama, and then you laughed at him.
We laughed at him.
I laughed at you. You laughed at him. But I'm the one that gets all the slack. I don't see him going on your posting crazy comments on the Evolve. Why is that anyways?
Oh, no. Everybody, that's a filter. You know what I've learned on YouTube is that the haters, they love to, whenever you make community posts, that's when all the intellectual haters, they come out. But you don't see them much in the comments. For some reason on the comment video, but as soon as I make a post, you'll see, oh man, it's so funny. It's good.
Well, I don't get community till I get 1,000. I need 1,000 subs before I get community.
Like you said, he's sorry that
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, you converting people.
You
say he's sorry that he cursed. You got it.
Who cursed?
When he was talking about Trump.
He was cursed. I didn't. Well, I know he filtered it. He filtered it. You know, and I don't think that, and a lot of libertarians get mad because, when somebody says that, but I don't think that's, like a denial of freedom of speech. That's just, that's my, about the absolute right. Remember I was telling you about how, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater because all rights aren't absolute. This is my environment, so I get to filter what I want.
Yeah.
But I haven't limited anybody's speech. I'm just saying that I'd appreciate if you gave your argument in a clean, respectful manner. If you can't do that, then that's not my problem.
How about the a big a guy was on Facebook Live. He was inside the federal prison.
Yeah. We're gonna put that one up.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna show that video though, right?
You can play. Oh yeah, you got a little customer. Towards the end, maybe he did a lot in the beginning. So.
And it's a long video. It's like 6 minutes, and it's not.
Well, just mute it. We could mute it because they need to see. We want to kind of see.
We can mute it, and then we know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we can say what's going on.
We can narrate it.
Showing.
We can narrate it because we've already watched it. So, has anybody not watched this video? Or has anybody watched it?
I premiered it.
Do like a 1 if you watched it, a 2 if you haven't.
So basically, the guy is he's in the federal prison, and he
You sent it to me?
yeah, I sent it. Maybe not the video, just my video. It's on my YouTube channel. It's one of my uploads. Rob watched it.
I gotta go to your YouTube channel. I don't ever go there. I watch all of your premieres.
There you go. No, he doesn't.
Because whenever I go on your channel, I want to. I like
my lazy thumbnail.
I like playing the ignorant.
Government new open date lies thief coronavirus.
Changes in free money date. Black people getting it the worst. The worst.
The worst.
Getting it the worst.
No.
Why does it look like he went live like 4 times?
Yeah, I know. What's going on there?
Oh, there he is. It's 20 minutes long, man. Wow.
So this guy,
man, see, you just trying to get views.
I'm not. Stop that. I watched that live on Facebook, and I was like, "This is insane, man." Like,
yeah, I feel sorry for this guy, man. That'd be scary.
I was like, "This is insane," and because we were just talking about this,
yeah,
how we need
it's
to
in my statement.
How you need to release people from the prison, and then I seen this, and then I had texted you, and I was like, "Oh, this big story." You was like, I was like, "This could get my channel done. I could die," and you just sent me a thumbs up. That's it. I was like, this is a huge, massive story I'm working on. Could be the end of me. I'm striking, man. And he's like, what?
In my defense,
What?
in my defense, he didn't say what it was about. So I was thinking that he called in and cussed Large Jamar out or something. I didn't know. I thought it was something hip hop related. He said he's putting it on his channel. So I'm like, man, I wonder what's going on with Benzino, man. Because I didn't even remember what he was talking about. Usually when I give a thumbs up, that means I probably just disregarded whatever you last said.
I know. It's like I'm dying. This could be it.
Like I'm like, all right, got it, thanks. and so I was like, you didn't say nothing. I was like, yeah, I did. I said it was a big deal. I said it's huge, and I was like,
strike. This could be.
I don't remember, man. So yeah.
So this guy's in prison. He snuggled, not snuggle.
He's in prison snuggling. Really? We're getting so YouTube canceled. We're getting canceled.
So
this is gonna be our last show, everybody. I'm never gonna make it to the U.S. like this. I'm never.
They got this phone in prison.
Hey,
the people
support YouTube immigration. I gotta get to the U.S.
People don't know that he got a phone in jail, and basically he went on Facebook Live to show what's happening in the jail. There's people dying around him, and his cellmate, there's a bunk bed, and they're dying from corona. They gave him some masks, and he's talking about it. We'll put it up. Guys, if you want to see the video right now and not see this green screen and whatnot, so just go to Dave's channel. I'll put it back up right here.
Give you a couple minutes to get here. And while you're here, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Be sure to subscribe.
I am trying to support
today.
Support YouTube immigration.
Well, there's the.
See, I can't even get the volume turned down. Oh, we're gonna pause it anyways because we don't want. We're gonna wait for people to get here. Oh, it's not even up yet anyway.
No.
Gotta show it. Doing there. Oh, I gotta move it over and shrink it because I had to blow it up for that graphic. Oh no! You gotta stay.
It is a very sad video. I watched the whole thing. Couldn't stop watching. Because it's especially when there's a part in here where the guy he started talking about, I ain't got it, I can't taste nothing or
oh yeah, he's like, Scared that he's actually got it. And...
Yeah, he's like, he's like scared that he actually got it. He's like, I don't think I got it though, but I'm showing symptoms. I can't taste anything, and I was like, dang, dude, I hate to say it from the outside.
I'm gonna swap this over. I'm gonna put the TV over your motto thing. If I can get a hold of it, give me problems.
He's working with his green screen.
I'm working with my. Oh, see, we got the phone number right above there. Everything. Boom.
Yeah, that's the thing. When when one person in the jail cell get flu, I mean that whole thing is.
Oh yeah, it's. That was my thing. I put that in my statement I sent out. I'm the Libertarian Party county chair for El Paso County here. So I made a statement and sent it out to all the legislators, the city council, mayor, governor. No, I didn't do the governor.
No?
No, I did congressman, state senator. State senator replied to me.
I seen that reply.
So I sent it to all the news outlets and everything. And that was in my statement. My statement was that the governor should pardon all nonviolent minor drug offenders, just to free up space in the jails, so they could create some social distancing in the jail. And this is exactly what I said in my statement. These people weren't sentenced to death for their crimes, and they weren't sentenced to severe respiratory illness for their crimes either. So I mean, this is cruel and unusual punishment at this point, with as seriously contagious as this virus is.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would only make sense that, I mean, really, these people don't need to be in there anyways. Let's cut them loose.
What do you say? See, this guy was dying here in jail. And
well, he was even says in it when he's talking. He says that, hey man, I didn't hurt anybody. I'm not that kind of criminal.
That's where I was getting.
He's
to.
like because in the he talks about the CARES Act, right?
Yeah,
that's what I guess they call it now.
Yeah, the CARES.
He's in the title.
But I want to get to how do you feel? Okay, so he's nonviolent, but do others deserve that death wish because they did a violent crime or whatnot?
They deserve a better chance. I mean, we can't exactly cut them loose, but if we got the nonviolent offenders out, then we could actually socially distance the ones that are left inside, because the majority of the people in prisons are nonviolent drug offenders. I'm not talking about letting
those go, but I'm talking about dudes, because there's a lot of comments on this video that's saying, oh, yes, well, the pedophiles, the rapists, and the murderers, they deserve everything they got coming to them. Don't save them and whatnot. They deserve that coronavirus.
That's not how our justice system works, but if that's their opinion, then that's their opinion.
Okay. But we're asking you yours. What do you
My opinion?
Yeah, from a libertarian. That's a libertarian.
They committed a crime. They need to do their time.
So they're in this jail. You're okay. Yeah, let Corona. So you're on board with let Corona.
No, I think they should be treated if they get sick.
Oh, okay. That's where I'm getting, because the people are saying that no, they deserve it.
Their punishment is being in prison. So that's their punishment. Yeah. Doesn't mean that they don't get treatment if they get sick while they're in prison.
True.
So when they're in prison, they're basically wards of the state.
That's where.
So when you're in prison, you're a ward of the state. So you belong to the state.
I'm just saying that.
So it's their responsibility to take care of you.
Exactly.
So you should get medical care if you get sick while you're in prison. Exactly. So what this guy's talking about is they're just leaving people. I didn't see no doctors in there during this whole 20-minute video.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was saying, because I was looking at the comments of this, and there are certain people that need to be left in there. Even comments on my video, that on this.
There's just angry people out there. There's people that need Jesus.
So that's where I was just getting. I was just trying to get us to get to the point that basically what I'm saying is that if people don't, no one. Yes, no matter what crime it is, we do have a system and. We do have a system in place, and unless that system has sentenced you to death, you should not have unless that is your sentence.
They should be doing whatever they can to prevent you from dying.
Prevent you from dying, and not just letting it because of your crime. That's me. Well, people disagree with that, but that is the system.
But I think non-violent minor drug offenders Where I mean, I'm talking victimless crimes.
Yeah,
there's no crime.
One
The only crime was some guy wanted to smoke a joint on his back porch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like these people, I mean, they don't deserve to get a sniffle while they're in prison because they don't even deserve to be in prison to begin with.
This guy was theft.
He stole something.
Yeah, he stole
So
something.
to me, theft is restitution.
Yeah.
He should be paying restitution. So, I mean, that's the libertarian standpoint on theft is you pay restitution. Now, if it was like an armed robbery or something like that, it's different because that's a violent crime. So we need to make sure that you're not going to continue your violent ways.
Your aggression. Okay. So I posted up the link. I guess we should have been playing it while we were talking about all that.
Yeah, we can play it now. I was giving them time to move over, but I guess they don't want to come on over. So.
Yeah, and I put that over because the video is playing. You can't see it, Evolvers, unless you go to this channel. You'll see the video playing up there on the green screen. I put the link in the description. No, I just put it in the chat right now. If you want to go hit over to his channel, be sure to subscribe. As we need to get him to 200. He's at 180 people. We need 20 people.
Am I at 180 now?
Maybe 79.
It was 179.
Yeah, 179.
My mom saying now it's mandatory to wear a mask. No way.
A load of murderers running about wouldn't be good. No, I wasn't saying.
I wouldn't say be letting the murderers out.
I'm not saying that. Actually, on the contrary.
not unless we need some target practice.
We didn't say let them out. We're saying letting the non-violent, but we're saying far as the murderers, unless they have a death, no one should be. Even with murderers, they have rights. Is basically what I'm saying. Everybody do have rights, and we.
So this what they're showing right now is this guy in his room with him.
Oh yeah, right here.
That's he's basically saying this dude's dying. This dude laying here in the bed right in the room with him, and he's supposed to be social distancing.
Yeah, he was touching and holding. And when he would take off his mask, I was like, for God's sake, put your mask back.
I know, like this. He takes his mask off. It's like, come on, dude.
You
just walked over like 2 feet from that dude, and man.
When he took off his mask, I was holding my breath for it. This is like I could feel the air. I could feel this. I was like, stop that. I was holding my breath.
So you remember I said,
I smell popcorn. Let's get some popcorn.
Maybe some too.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing laugh out loud. I agree.
They more people are getting on board with this whole legalizing marijuana thing and stop arresting people for marijuana. I just wish they'd get on board with the rest of the drugs.
You should talk about how that would actually benefit, because I don't think people understand how that would actually. They don't find the benefit of legalizing drugs. They feel everyone's going to go around. They're drug addicts, and it's not going to do anything for the economy or whatnot. But you want to talk a little bit more.
How it actually benefits. There would be an avalanche. There'd be an avalanche of benefits if we legalized drugs. All drugs. Actually, just decriminalize them. A little known statistic that crack cocaine would not even exist if cocaine had been legal, because economically it doesn't make sense to create it. It's too expensive to actually create it, that they couldn't sell it on an actual free market or open economy. The only way they can make any money off of a drug like ecstasy or crack cocaine is if it was on the black market, if it was on the underground. So people go, well, then there'll be drugs. Well, I don't want my kids doing drugs. Well, I don't want my kids doing drugs anyways, but there's a lot of kids doing drugs right now, and it's already illegal. So it's not stopping kids from doing drugs. And decriminalizing it doesn't say that you're saying it's okay for everybody to take it. It's the same thing as smoking and drinking. You want to say, no, it's not okay. You need to educate your kids about it, just like we should be doing now. The only difference is that it wouldn't be illegal now, so it would be out in the open where we can see the damages that are done by people doing heroin or cocaine or any of these other drugs. We would be able to see the effects, and our kids would be able to see the effects earlier on, because it would be more out in the open. Just like smoking. Like smoking is now, it's not even socially acceptable anymore, but 30 or 40 years ago, you weren't even cool if you didn't smoke, right? I mean, everybody smoked. But now we see the damage, and the damage is known, and it's more public, so hardly anybody smokes anymore. I mean, I hardly ever see anybody smoke. I smoked for 25 years. Let me skip this ad for y'all. I could just leave it on there and Bobby make some money. Come on now. Oh, it's not letting me. There it goes. Nope, maybe not. Why is it not letting me skip the ad? Oh well. I bet you'd let me subscribe to the paper though, huh? Let me try it again. Hey, so yeah, there's a lot of snitch. I'm wondering about that, man. That dude was not. I don't know that much about it because I'm kind of YouTube or not hip hop illiterate. I just really listen to Christian music, so it's interesting. Oh, that was the problem. I had the YouTube thing. God, look at this. Who the heck is this knucklehead? Okay, why is it not letting me skip ads now? It's not letting me interact. You got some half-naked dude on your channel, man.
Really?
It won't let me skip ads for some reason.
Oh.
Well, let me even pause it. Yeah, I can pause it and stuff. But
Dude,
I can't skip
interact
ads.
and get out of that.
I'm interacting. Look, I can pause it.
Dude, this is not good. You're going to get shut down.
How am I going to get shut down?
They shut down Tory Lanez from doing...
See, I can pause it.
I'm going to get out of that. Just...
What is... Now where are we?
That's so true.
Where are we?
Whoever he was talking about, Deja
talking
Vu,
about...
he said making drugs illegal just leads to worse drugs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, was how crack cocaine and ecstasy and a lot of these harder drugs wouldn't even exist if they were legal and it was on the economy. Then it's not economically smart to make a drug because you couldn't sell it for the amount that you made it with.
True.
It'd be too expensive. Let's try this. Oh jeez.
Andale.
So yeah, having some technical difficulties here.
Waiting. Linking drugs. Oh, so are you bringing up a different clip or what?
No, it's dying. I don't know what's going on with it. So,
dude, just get rid of the video.
I don't know what that is. Luckily, there's no sound, so.
No idea what I walked into or where we're at, people, neither.
I know. I don't know what that is.
Can you use your Cashapp card? Oh, shoot, you can.
What?
Your Cashapp is a bank account too. It has a route in an account. I just thought about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use your Cashapp. So you don't even need to buy. Oh, that's I gotta start promoting that. So now you don't gotta pay for that $15 for a card for those that don't have money. Because Cashapp is free. Just download Cashapp on your phone, and you would get a virtual bank account. Also, you'll get a route and an account number.
Can I get my stimulus check in Bitcoin? Can I get my stimulus check in Bitcoin?
Once it get in your Cashapp, and then you can convert it.
That's not how Bitcoin is supposed to work. Yeah, we're just gonna let this thing play now. I don't know. I'm gonna try to skip the ads when they come up, but wasn't cooperating last time. So
Yeah.
So residents in Laredo, Texas, who do not cover their mouth and nose with a mask or other makeshift device could face a $1,000 fine
we should do?
as the coronavirus continues to spread.
You should do a video on.
Today.
You should do a video on, because you did a video on
That's crazy, man.
what haters say. So you should do a video on everything, like 30 things that Eminem fans say. He's the GOAT. He's number one. Well, we can go.
Oh, 50 that the fans say?
That the Eminem fans say. That's your next one. Right.
Yeah.
Hey Eminem, this is Stan. I'm your biggest fan. I got your name tattooed on my
Oh,
fan. I don't know. Whatever that song is. I got my girlfriend in the trunk. We're about to go off a bridge.
That's
You know, popcorn.
You don't know what he's doing.
That's bad for Corona.
Let's see when he starts walking around. Let's go to where he's walking
So
around.
yeah. Oh shoot! In your
Let's just
last video, it has 113 shares.
What the heck?
The Dear Teachers.
Here we go.
Dr. Lynch said, "Oh, that's my student. I know him." I was like, none of that.
No, won't let me skip ads, man. Won't let me skip ads. Why do you got so many ads? Why do you got ads in a video that ain't even yours? I can't
Why
skip
you
them.
put me on blast?
I can't skip them.
No, I got no unskippable ads.
I don't get no ads. You got unskippable ads?
Yeah, I unlocked that sucker.
You can do that. I can't skip them. We're gonna be watching it. I don't like it. You know what, people? I'm not gonna let you watch ads. I'm gonna take them off. And there
Okay,
you can on the TV you can see the name of the person who's responsible for these ads.
Okay. Dude, why are you trying to play a video? What are we talking about? What did you
We're talking about the dude in jail and about people on drugs in jail and stuff. How people that they should legalize all drugs.
You should do it, dear.
Here's another one. Here's another reason why they should legalize all drugs.
Dear Coronavirus.
If you legalize drugs, then what are the cartels going to sell in Mexico, right? What are the cartels going to use to make money? So you in the cartels, in return you also in the corruption in the government in these South American countries. So then you would lessen the immigration trying to come to the United States. So I mean you fix so many problems by decriminalizing people's ability to intoxicate themselves with whatever the heck they want to intoxicate themselves with. I really don't understand why it's a crime to put something in my body. And who gives anybody else the right to choose what I put in my body? I don't understand why that's a crime.
That said
No, we got all three of the channels here, yeah.
I thought that said hip hop.
Liberty, Evolve.
Devolving.
We got all three of the
Well, we need
channels.
Ma2 in here too.
And Matu's got channel.
And
Ma2 won't come in here and do interviews.
and
She's scared.
Libertarian G is not here. That's
Oh,
good.
it's G Liberty.
G Liberty, yeah. Well, he says he's Libertarian G. I was like, that's kind of long. Can we just do G Liberty?
G Lib.
G Lib, yeah. He's my sidekick.
And I'm Coach's sidekick.
So,
Nope, you're gonna be my sidekick too.
dude, you know how long this ad is?
It's a long. I can't skip it.
When they ban legal.
10 more seconds
2 more seconds for what?
for this ad.
I'm not even playing it. We should
And-
move on. Have we talked about this?
Yeah, it's already. We don't
Yeah.
even know we don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, let's move
It's
on.
like been 2 hours already, so this has been a 2-hour show.
Really?
Well, not for you. It's only been like 20 minutes for you since you showed up an hour
No, I've
late.
been here an hour 30 minutes.
Since you showed up an hour late.
No, I didn't. I showed up 15 minutes.
4 o'clock. What time did you show up?
No, I always set for 4:15.
4 o'clock. So what's it say on your banner? What's it supposed to say on your banner?
You go at 4. You just go at 4.
He just goes 15 to 30 minutes after he says he's gonna go.
So, hey, don't listen to that. Drug money helps.
Hey, he's back.
Someone said drug money helps run the country.
Oh yeah, I mean it pays for prisons and stuff. These privatized prisons, and it definitely keeps it keeps the population in those low income communities and the black communities. It keeps those down. So I guess that's one way you can look at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some cranberry.
Okay.
Because it's a much cheaper. So why do you think the majority of minor marijuana?
So would
why do
if you
think the majority?
legalize it, would that take away drug trafficking in these gangs?
Probably for the most part. I mean, sure there would still be an underground for it, but it definitely wouldn't be as significant as it is now. So why do you think it is that that predominantly minor drug offenses are minorities? Is it just like, do you think just minorities are maybe more prone to drug abuse? You think that? I know the answer, so I'm just,
what's the answer?
It's a trick question. You never thought about it?
Whoa. Everyone left. Okay. Hi.
Oh, they're coming back.
That was weird.
Must have been an internet blackout. YouTube's canceling us.
Yeah, they are.
Keep fighting to stay in here, man. We're going.
Y'all fight for
We're
liberty.
going. That's right.
If y'all leave this stream, y'all don't care about your liberties.
That's right.
This is a liberty stream.
Government ain't shutting us down.
And then we get shut down.
That'd be funny if it just crashed right after I said that. Be like, really? I have 5 people in my stream and one of them was the CIA? No, man. Because
Someone open it.
it's simple. Do you think,
This is
oh,
all
Jesus.
the
What are you going to
people.
spill now? Why did you not put the top on it, David?
I don't need no top, man. Wait, I don't...
How many times have you spilled something?
Because he's...
Don't give me the Chinese answer either. I want something accurate.
He's
I
capping.
want the accurate number.
Put the drug dealer in jail. A lot of people take
How
their
about if we
place.
just get rid of the drug dealers by putting them out of business, or making them force them to go legitimate? So why are the majority?
Because people are scared because then you're going to have people running around getting high in the streets, drug, and killing themselves.
Oh, like alcohol right now, right? Alcohol's legal, right? I don't see people running around with bottles of whiskey and stuff, staggering around the streets, killing themselves.
What's more dangerous, alcohol or drugs, though?
Well, if you look statistically, more people die from alcohol.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Are you sure this is a statistic, though?
for real, like 10%.
More people die.
And the thing about drug deaths, not counting violent deaths due to the illegal drug trade, that's what kills. The majority of drug-related deaths are because it's illegal, because of gangs killing each other over the drug zone. Who's going to sell drugs on this corner, and the cartels killing the other cartels. So the majority of deaths due to drugs are from violence because it's illegal. So by actual overdoses, drug overdoses, the amount of people who die because of overdoses from taking too much of a drug is like 2%. The amount of people who die because of overdoses because of a drug that was not made correctly is the other 98% or something like that. It's a ridiculous statistic. So literally, if you legalize the drug, then it could be regulated and monitored and sold through a system that would ensure that it was safe,
Okay.
and it wasn't going to kill somebody, and you would save thousands of lives.
But let's see what you're getting to. That way we know. Are you just talking libertarian? Just saying just legalize weed, not all drugs.
No, libertarians say legalize all drugs.
Cocaine, crack, everything.
There should be no drug. There should be no restrictions on what I put in my body. That would be liberty.
Okay.
It would be. It's unlibertarian to try to stop somebody from doing something to themselves. You're trying to find a good comeback for that, right?
No, I'm just saying. No,
Do you want to
just-
know? Do you want to know why the majority of minor drug offenses are minorities?
Okay, why?
Do you want to know the big secret?
What's the secret?
So, do you think that? Do you think more people do drugs?
Later
Do you think
out.
there's more drug users
Thanks for
in?
stopping through, dude.
Do you think there's more drug users uptown or in the ghetto,
Well,
or do you think it's equal?
no, there's definitely more drug users uptown.
Uptown,
Yeah.
the rich people. Think they're using more drugs. So
They're using more drugs.
So why is the majority of drug offenders minorities from low income areas?
Well, that's where they patrol.
There you go. That's where they patrol. They're not looking for them over there.
That's true.
So that is exactly why the drug war, the war on drugs, is inherently racist.
That's a good point. Love said you should decriminalize drugs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. He's on it, doggone it. That guy's a smart fellow.
Yeah. Legalize marijuana. Lady Shar.
Share the music every time. Oh, hey. I don't know. There's some chatting going on. Ma, too, is moderating my chat.
Oh, you did make her a moderator.
I think I did, yeah.
No, she's not. She don't got a blue symbol.
Maybe not on here. She probably has it on here, though. This guy's still going, huh?
She's not a moderator, man.
This guy's still
She
going.
would be in there.
We still got that on our screen. We're just not sharing it with you.
The killer drugs are in the hood. The rich people get the good
Yeah.
cocaine.
I invited her. I don't know why. I guess she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to moderate my channel, I guess.
You just gotta make her.
I did. I invited her.
You don't invite. You gotta make. You make mods, dude.
No, in the new YouTube studio, you make them.
No, she's not a mod for your channel.
No, I did it in here.
Oh, she's a mod now. Now she's gonna have the blue check.
No, you seem like you put the email address in. I made you a mod too.
Mod 2, say something. Look, she's a mod now. Now she's got the tool. Now she's got it. You make mods.
She just never accepted my email invitation. They all worried about 5G too, mod 2. You might want to come in here and explain to them why 5G is safe. And you're not going to die from radiation poisoning.
Now, yeah. Now, someone made. I was looking in your comments. Someone made a pretty elaborate response drama.
That guy? Yeah.
On 5G. Did you read his response?
Yeah, something about the gigahertz or something.
Yeah.
Well, gigahertz is a frequency. It's not really
And that went up like
amplified. It's not amplitude.
50 times what it is now. He was saying.
Oh yeah, it's like 100 times actually.
Yeah.
The frequency went 100 times higher. So it's like instead of like FM 99.
So drama had a point. Beware.
Not really. It's just a different frequency. The FCC says it's okay. T-Mobile says it's okay. Sprint says it's okay. AT&T says it's okay. Verizon says it's
That
okay.
does work in their favor, though. So
The FCC? That's our federal regulators. You saying that federal regulation might be wrong?
oh, they get paid, man.
Are they in that? Are they in the spending bill?
Ooh, approved.
Should I look and see if FCC's in there?
They should be. You gotta be on their good side, man. Why is everybody talking about somebody spilling something?
Every time. See, she said every time.
She got that tool.
No, that tool is not going to help clean up the mess when you spill again. She's working on 5G right now. See?
I agree, 100%.
I'm sorry, everybody. I got to go because my wife's working on 5G, so she's probably not going to live through the night.
They don't search.
I got to go.
I agree, 100%. They don't search the butt, put the drugs in the hood, and arrest them. Our advertisements say certain phones already have 5G in the limit areas.
There's already 5G phones. I think the S10 has a 5G version or something.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be putting it up to your ear anyways. Anything that gets that hot, why does it get hot? Like your phone.
That frequency 100 times.
It's the frequency. It's the hertz. You know I worked in radiation, right? RF radiation, though. Radio frequency radiation. That's what I worked in.
Yeah, the FM tricyclical of the reciprocal metropolitan.
It'll be alright. If you start feeling warm and fuzzy inside when you're talking on your 5G phone, hang up. If you look around and you're starting to feel warm on the inside, you look around and you see a 5G tower somewhere, move.
Okay, so
It's microwaves that are actually dangerous. It's not really frequency radiation. It's microwaves.
that's why I always
And
cook on the
we've
stove.
had microwave towers for cell phones forever.
No, that's why I always cook on the stove. I don't even use the microwaves. How is there? I was being serious.
So I just said that we've had microwaves on cell phone towers for years. So when you said that, I started picturing literal microwaves up on the cell phone towers. Like some dude popping some popcorn up there while he's working on the tower.
The bad meme.
We should just start at the end and work our way back on the stream. You know what? We're just gonna start going live at like midnight, because that's when it starts getting really good, right, Lady Shar? Lady Shar was on our 24-hour with us.
Yeah.
It was 10 hours, but I like calling it 24.
Yeah, it was. Felt like 24.
You a repeat offender. With your
With my
spillings.
drink. That's all good.
I gotta go check on my wife. She's working on 5G. I gotta make sure she's still alive.
It's gonna be radioactive when you go in there.
You come back in here glowing.
She's gonna I'm evolving.
I'm gonna walk in and it's just gonna short out all the equipment we have in here. All the equipment we have. Make it look like we're in this big studio.
Right?
One day I'm gonna take the camera and give them a tour of the studio.
Of the studio.
Yeah.
So
I should.
beautiful and luxurious.
Do you find that ironic? You haven't even noticed the irony on my wall, have you?
No.
Right there. That. And that. That.
That? Oh! Yeah. So, you know what you should,
Matu said that we should just do a 24-hour. I gotta go to church tomorrow.
yeah, church in the morning.
I mean, I got a rehearsal.
I did it on purpose, this mess. I made sure I was doing it. See that?
That and all the popcorn on the floor too.
That's in all you,
He
too.
can't get the popcorn. He can't eat popcorn either. Dude,
I've
popcorn
been
all over.
all you. I've been watching you. I've been watching you. Okay, so, you know what you should end with?
She's trying to get rid of us. She said we should do a 24-hour stream.
Don't change your phone. Don't charge your phone too close to your head. Yeah. We're all gonna die somehow, man. You remember when phones were popping? Like, exploding? Who were they? Were they the T-Mobile?
That was Samsung's.
That was Sam.
That was like the S5, I think, or something. I think it was the S5.
They were exploding.
Matsu, which phones blew up? Were catching on fire and exploding. She knows.
You couldn't bring them on the plane. They were like...
Okay, anyway. That's crazy. I mean, why would they not let you bring an explosive phone on the plane? She's laughing now.
Someone said it was the Note 7.
Oh, was it? Wow, I thought it was further back than that.
Your letter.
My letter?
Your letter.
Letter to the editor.
Letter to the editor. Could be something good to end off with. I've been telling you should do that video. You should put that. That should be your next video.
Well, I'll read it. We'll see if our audience wants me to. Too long.
Should do that Libertarian minute too.
We do. We need to shoot that.
Yeah, we can shoot that. We can do that.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna read. This is the
You gotta
letter.
explain though.
Yeah. So this was this one's not dated. Hopefully it's the right one. I don't think it's the right one. I had to do some.
Some people say it's gonna come out that China did this all on purpose because of Trump.
Because he instituted the 25%.
It was a secret way to attack. They were testing
But
out
the real question is what do you think, Evolvey?
chemical. I ain't getting sick.
apologize if this is loud.
That's well, he's on that there, guys. What to expect? So, no, easier.
So how y'all like our schedule? Tuesdays and Fridays going live, and Saturday I will upload. I can't upload like the Evolve because, well, I have a life. And since the schools are all out, this guy don't have nothing to do.
I got.
Meanwhile, I'll evolve. You know, once you get busy, when the schools go back, you get busy. Then my kids will be gone, and I'll have more time. See, I have all my kids home now, so yeah. Hey, and share my channel with your friends on Facebook and wherever you can, Instagram, Twitter. You know, just spread the message, because support YouTube immigration to the United States. Because right now I'm trapped in India.
He is in India.
I'm trapped in. I mean, I love the Indian people. They're great people.
Watch it.
Awesome food. Awesome. I love curry. Good food. Real spicy stuff. And what's the other one? Cardamom? Is it cardamom?
Nice. Steph
Garam masala. That's another good one too. I'll put garam masala on everything.
I like Steph Curry.
So Indian food is terrific. You don't like Indian food?
I like Steph Curry.
For a second, I was like, I never heard of that. Is it good? But anyways, yeah. For some reason, YouTube's algorithm has me. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna find out what prime time is in India, and I'm going live just to see how many people show up.
Someone said, "Where are you at in India?"
I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm in El Paso, Texas. Me and this guy, we live in El Paso, Texas, right on the border. You know, I'm closer to Mexico than I am to India by a long shot. Since I'm closer to Mexico than I am in anywhere. I'm closer to Mexico than I am another state in the United States.
Pretty much.
So I'm closer to Mexico than I am another city in the United States. Think about it.
Right now, because I am there. She's in India.
Oh, so you're in India too. What's your channel?
She come from you.
Oh, subbed over to. I don't think it would. I have never posted your channel over there. Of course, it does say the Evolve right there. So somebody was like, "Hey, let me go check and see what the Evolve
Check
is."
this guy out.
Yeah. So hey, if any of my massive subscriber base has not went over to the Evolve channel, best hip hop reaction channel on the internet.
Yeah, leave me on. That's what I always wondered. Am I a reaction channel though? What do you think?
Yeah, because you're always reacting to stupid things Larger Mom says.
Oh.
We gotta do couch sitters too.
Couch sitters gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be funny. Okay. Someone said something about the Illuminati. I missed it.
I have a lot of subscribers from Nepal. You know what? I gotta go subscribe to Lady Shar too.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's get a live sub.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sub right now. I keep forgetting, so since she's here, I am going to go right now.
No way that comes up.
Boom! Look at that. She got 487. She got more subscribers than me. Twice as many.
Shoot.
She rolling. What does she got? Let music bring us together.
She said she's got comedy reactions.
I am gonna check your stuff out, Lady Shar.
Go on her channel real quick. Let me see a comedy reaction. Because if she's outdoing me, I'm gonna.
Oh, got some competition. I don't know, man.
Can't be too fun.
She's from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. You ever been there?
Oh yeah, my mom lives in Oklahoma.
Oh,
My
sure.
mom lives in Broken Arrow. Which one you want? We got
No one at random.
Brace Face, Bob Marley. Which one? Let's pick one. We'll do the most recent then.
Hey, what's up?
Wait, she
Should
did something on
should we
Dax.
post
Go
it?
back.
Oh, really?
No.
I like the blue.
I just put up. Oh, I didn't put it out. Go to the fourth one. Let's see.
This one?
Yeah, and go to 3 minutes. Skip the 3 minutes.
Skip to 3 minutes.
Yeah, people do their best comedy. They wait for 3 minutes.
So right here.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep. Watch what happens.
Okay, I'm putting it up. So, Lady Shar, you about to get on blast. We're gonna put your stuff up. So go subscribe to Lady Shar now.
Lady Shark's got all that awesome hair, man.
She said you're a news channel for hip hop.
Oh, there you go. I think I'm more news channel than anyway.
She said wacky giraffes. We should check out the wacky giraffe. Do you want to check out Dax or the wacky giraffe? Huh? This content is turning into like a 24-hour stream content. We're just all over the place. Not even talking about Corona. No, I'm a Corona channel.
You're a Corona.
I'm a Corona
That's
channel.
what we come here for.
I don't want to be a Corona channel because when they find the cure, I'm out of business.
We've done that. We've done.
I'm a Libertarian channel. Okay, people. I am just upset about how Corona.
Who started that?
Corona is so anti-libertarian that I gotta say something about it.
Who started that though?
Started what?
The Corona channel.
Who said that? Was it Tell? I think Tell.
And she was arguing in your defense too.
Oh yeah, I know. This is a Corona channel.
Don't
I'm like,
come here
come
with
on,
that.
man. Don't come in here with that energy. He said, don't come here with that energy.
This is a Corona
channel. And I'm like, I don't know if that's. I mean, what kind of energy are you supposed to bring to a Corona
channel?
channel?
At least thank her. And
I did. I was like, what kind of energy are you supposed to bring to a Corona channel?
That's not thanking her. She was defending you.
I did thank her. I reply to all of my commenters. I'm trying to build a community here. We're about to share. So do you want to do the wacky giraffe? Let's go do the wacky giraffe.
What's
It's
that?
her channel, so let's do.
I thought we were just on her channel.
We were, but she said to do the wacky giraffe. So.
The video.
She wants us to do, instead of doing Dax, she wants us to
okay.
do the
Go
wacky
ahead.
giraffe video.
Skip the 3 minutes though.
I don't see a wacky giraffe, do you?
I told you, Wacky Giraffe is a channel she's trying to promote, man. It's getting all over the place.
What? Is it? I want to show one of your videos.
No, she's trying to backtrack on her stuff now. No, you put comedian in that title. I expect to laugh. So no, don't try to backtrack now, lady.
Okay, let's check it out. We're going live.
Wait, I can't hear it.
I know.
I can just turn it up. Skip the 3 minutes though.
I will as soon as I can unmute it. Why is this thing not working? The interact is not working right.
I'll put little information cards up. You could click on them if you haven't seen them. I've got Dear God and
All right, here's 3 minutes. Did she just braid her hair? Oh no, it was always braided. Okay.
It was.
I thought she just I think maybe she was doing that magic like I did earlier when we exploded.
There you go.
Here's 3 minutes.
Takashi spent 3, 6, 5, 9, 12.
So much to gain. Now I have so much. They say I'm crazy for looking for answers. I say you're crazy for not getting guys. Vision is blurry. I'm over concerned. I'm looking at God and seeing if life is.
So he put out a new song with Tom McDonald. I don't know who that is. I did a react to it. I just gotta put the video up right after this.
So you should we doing a reaction to Lady Shar's reaction to Dax.
So they're reacting to the reaction.
We're doing a reaction. Yeah. We are a political news channel doing a reaction to the reaction of a hip hop song. We are Corona channel.
About biblical stuff. Revelation.
We are. I don't like this song because you don't talk about Jesus with curse words and stuff at the same time.
I don't think he cussed in here though.
Yeah, I thought he did.
No. Actually, Dax doesn't do much.
this imagery is very powerful.
Sam, you talking about him, and Lady Shaw, she's down with it.
Oh, she's right.
Single flower, a tarp, a
It's
dead
pretty
body,
intense.
bloody arms sticking out,
It's graphic. I didn't see
rocks
blood.
holding
He
it
does
down.
really good with his
All
video.
of
Like,
He's
The
a
whole video has
It's a
been
YouTube
very
rapper, a
powerful.
YouTube rapper. Right?
But it's production wise, that's good.
Where are your parents?
I'm tired.
You need to get you a green screen, Lady Shar, like this, and then you could get something that would highlight the blue. I like the blue.
Life's not God's gift, but the devil's curse. And to live was to be evil because
He
it's
flicked
worse
the reverse
reversed.
screen on it.
What if the devil entered a pastor and he led a church? What if we looked for the truth but didn't know where to search? What if the books they said to read have never been your words? What if we chose to follow you but we still had that urge?
She kicked butt with her last video though. She had like 8,000.
Really?
She did. You go back to her channel?
She said that I guess he's not entertained with the Dax stuff. She said to go under the comedy channel stuff. Oh, it's in the playlist? You can customize that and put the playlist on your home screen.
Ooh, look at you.
I learned
flexing
that
your
from-
knowledge.
Flexing my knowledge I got from Evolve a couple of days ago.
You got a bunch of videos, don't you?
Is this all her videos? Biscuit and B3. There's a lot of videos. That's Dax. Blake Shelton.
She got all
How you go
her
from
playlists.
Dax to Blake Shelton?
Good for her with her playlist. That's something I failed to do.
I'm trying. Oh, there's comedy right there. Oh, that's the funny giraffe one. Stop. She got an intro. I need an intro, man. Huh?
You got that 10-minute copyrighted intro you like trimming after every video.
It's like countdown. I need an intro. Like after the countdown, the bomb explodes, and then we have an intro.
Takashi new picture. He's a rat cheese. Yeah, I posted it up on the I posted it up on my community tab. Like, look at this Joker.
Hey,
That's the giraffe.
The wacky giraffe. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah, this is it. Wacky giraffe. We are doing
So
wacky
we-
giraffe now.
So we're just reacting to YouTubers. But
Yeah.
my people say, I'm out. Evolve, you whack.
Oh, you down to one. They just bailed on you. They're like, you get no love. I got 5.
There we go.
hey, what's
Oh,
up,
yeah.
YouTube
That was very
family?
fun reaction.
Lady
I can't
Shar
wait to put it on
reacts.
after this video.
Hoping to bright. I can't talk.
That's
Get
not
it
good.
out, lady!
That's not good for a
Today.
YouTuber when they can't
I
talk.
know
Should we skip the 3 minutes?
most of us are quarantined.
Skip the 3 minutes. I tell you, that's-
doing self-isolation for the good of humanity. And
It's
I've
self-isolation.
seen several of these videos that are called True Facts. They're nature videos by Z Frank 1, and they are hilarious. So I've seen some older ones. This just dropped today, and it's called True Facts, the Wacky Giraffe. And let's get into this. Like, comment, share.
3 minutes.
It's not 3 minutes yet. She's about to
Hit
get
the
into it.
subscribe button if you haven't become a part
Yeah,
of
1
the
minute.
LSR family. That's all it takes.
LSR, that's almost too
And,
close to LSD, though. Which should be legalized as well.
Hopefully,
See?
we'll get
Yeah,
a
we
laugh
should not
out
be
of
banning
this
Lady
and
Shar.
brighten your day.
See,
a
it could be
little bit.
LSDR. Lady
Let's
Shar
get
does
into
reactions.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, that's
Yeah,
me.
pay for that.
Meet Blueberry. Blueberry is in the superfamily Giraffoidea, the family Giraffidae, the genus Giraffa. You can see where this is headed.
Is the
And
giraffe talking?
Species, Camelopardalis, sort of a left turn on the species name. Because apparently, to whoever named it first, it looks like the product of a camel and a leopard. Humping. Kill me. But listen, you're stuck with the first name you get. That's what Billy Balsack-Chin used to tell me. Although the face of the giraffe can resemble a horse that's been vacuum sealed, it is not
You know
a horse.
what? You have to
Like
put your
cows and
camera
camels,
down.
the giraffe is an even-toed ungulate,
Have to do
meaning
what?
that it supports its
You should
weight
put
on
your camera down on the lower
walls that
level.
surround what would be
Think so?
its third and fourth
It's
toe.
because always the majority of us we're usually here, and look, whenever we're looking here, this is all they always see. I always notice that, especially me who's looking at. They always just see your head the whole stream. They always see you looking down the whole stream. Except when it's like at where I'm at, where they can see. I'm just saying, for future, we have
Let's get it set right.
That's
we
right.
have to,
Horse be flipping you off.
because the majority of the time we're in the computer.
Like all even-toed ungulates, the giraffe is a ruminant feeder. It first ferments what it eats.
Yeah, about right there, I would think. Oh yeah, 10 times better. Yeah. So it's looking like you're paying attention to the audience and your screen.
Is it still on?
Yeah, she's still going. She just yeah, it's still going. I don't know why the sound went off, but we'll handle that. Oh yeah. I'm a bit bigger, but still.
No, we can shrink it.
Now we're level. Now they can actually.
Well, you know, it'll look better too when I shrink it back down.
Yeah.
Why did the sound go off?
Hey, Evolvers.
Well,
Hi.
that's weird.
I reacted to I did the world's quickest reaction to Dax featuring Tom McDonald featuring Dax on.
That good, you think?
That's tons better. See, you're looking at the camera.
We're too bright now. I'm too bright. That's what I'm saying. It's really hard with our channel to adjust color correction.
Yes. Well,
Because
yes.
either you're going to be too dark or I'm going to be too bright. Melanin deficiency.
Yeah. But I did the world's quickest reaction to that song that's going to be coming up. Way after we get this done.
Why did we lose sound on that one?
I don't know.
Did you mute it right here?
Yeah, I probably so.
No, doesn't seem like it.
Nah, it's done.
Did you lose sound in your video? No, her video has sound. We just lost sound for some reason. Can you still hear us?
I'm on fam. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. Take care, guys. Keep it positive for sure, man. You keep it positive.
KIP.
K-I.
Happy Good Friday.
K-I-P. Good Friday. That's what you should do. Stream on. Just Good Friday.
I could talk Good Friday. I could talk Jesus and the resurrection. I did at the
You
beginning
should-
of this one.
No, that should be
At the
your-
beginning of this
That should be
stream.
the title, and that should just be just talking about.
Do you
Good
think it
Friday.
would just blow up in India?
This Good Friday?
Do you think it would that would be huge in India? Doing like Happy Good Friday or Happy Passover for those of you that are
Happy Passover,
nasty
Good Friday.
Jewish people who crucified my Jesus. We should be thankful for crucifying Jesus, because otherwise we wouldn't be all saved and redeemed and all this. But now my hair, you can see my hair really bad.
That's so much.
Your sister's gonna come cut it, right?
Yeah, you should let her know. I can text her. Yeah, she's just waiting when you. She's like, give me a date.
Lou's like, today. She doesn't like my hair.
But then you were like, Lou's the only one that won't let her.
No, I guess I'll cut it, man. Look more
Yeah.
professional. I'm gonna have to fix this out though.
You're done, man.
I feel like Lady Shar's looking at me. That's better, right?
No, that's good.
I gotta look at it here though, not here. I don't know why. It's weird, but. So you think it better right there?
10 times better, man. Way
That's
better.
almost where I have it for our morning roundup.
Oh, really?
Which is cool, man. I would invite you because it's like church every day. It's awesome. It's awesome. You're off the screen now,
No, this is because I got my chair here for my.
though. No, see, we're like way smaller now. This
What's the light? Oh,
the because it's so much closer now. The angle is real small,
you should be able to end that. Press it that, right?
so it needs to be this low, but further back.
Yes, exactly.
So that I could do that.
move that sideways or what? Nah,
Huh?
you're oh, move it over or what?
I don't know.
Or sideways.
We could sideways it. It wouldn't matter.
Or sideways. If it's under there.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. We just have to be looking this way instead of straight ahead now. You know what I mean? It might cause a problem. Yeah, see, because the green screen's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't cover it. It has to be like.
Ain't it, coach?
So the other thing we could do is
Hey, evolvers! That one evolver that's still here? Evolver?
that's one hardcore evolver.
Hey, evolver, you an OG. I don't know who you are. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Because I'm a hardcore evolver. I do want to say I do got 2 episodes that's going to be uploading here. One that's going to be uploaded in like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Actually, it's going to upload real soon. Maybe I'll get the other one done, but I've already got to react to something that Vlad and Adam said. I know. But you are my OG if it's me. I'll see you on the next video.
I can't skip ads.
Oh, I like that.
How does Lady Shark get ads? I don't get that.
Now watch me win.
Well, no, I am not advertising for nobody.
Everybody's like, look at my channel next. Now watch me, nay nay. Oh,
Background. See, it's all messed up. Look, it's the.
yeah, it can do like that. That shit, man. That shit. Oh, it's right there though. That's a good angle. You just gotta work on the
We're
color.
still looking down.
We are still.
I mean, I can't be advertising for Legion. I don't know.
We'll work on it. Now people are tripping, yo. They just putting the dead bodies in the tents outside. Yeah, I didn't see that neither, but it was serious.
Yeah, he just showed the tent, the big tent, outside. But he said that's where they're taking the bodies. She said it was so weird looking, watching her video playing in the background. The power of OBS.
People are gonna be so mad at my reaction.
What reaction to what?
Their reaction to Dax, this song that she was recently and it's the world's quickest reaction and to these.
What'd you do? Just like, it sucks. And hang up the phone.
It was pretty close to what I show you.
You didn't like it?
It was pretty trash. Well, no, you haven't watched my react, man.
I don't. I watched
It's the world's closest.
I watched that
quickest
video
reaction.
with you.
You didn't watch this one.
I watched that video with you. So I think we need to do.
I'm gonna put this music in the background. See, this is why they don't like me.
Why who don't like you?
The other reactors.
Do you have other reactors that don't like you?
Yeah, because I'm not a
It's
traditional.
probably really irritating. Probably really annoying. Have the camera just moving all over the place. Luckily, it's only a small part of the screen, so if it was like the whole screen, it would be really annoying.
Oh, look. Take out my reaction to this is good. I should put it up. Oh, boom.
That's weird. But it kind of works.
Back into that.
We're still looking down though. I don't understand what I went through all that trouble for.
Let's do reaction. It's about 60 seconds. Just gonna start.
Wait! I have something to tell you! I have something to tell you! It's trash! Thanks for watching. much.
He thinks he's so funny. It's funny how funny you think you are.
That's hilarious.
He's an artist.
I did not know I was this funny.
He's an artist. That's all. He's just an artist.
This is comedy, people.
Art.
I should do stand up. You think I would succeed in stand up?
So they got open mic night down at Bart's, man. As soon as they reopen, you'll probably be taking anybody when they open.
I'm going down there. Y'all think, Libertarian people, y'all think I would do well in stand up?
I think I might have clicked on it. I think that's why the ad might have came up. She says she's a reactor and she likes you, Volby.
See that? I got one reactor in the community.
You got one reactor in the community that likes you. See, you still off. I'm trying to see. I'm way over here now. Oh, I need to shift the camera your way, I guess. That. I guess so.
You have no idea how
We're
many
almost as big as the Statue of Liberty now, though.
You have no idea how many people have been sharing and making this video go viral.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
It's
Little dude.
going crazy. This is just one of the pages. I'll put it on. It's like I cry.
It's 7 o'clock. It's been a 3-hour stream.
Man, fifth grader.
I gotta get editing on this video too.
Yeah, I might film at the bar. I got a video. I got a reaction. Sincere. Hey, the coloring looks good. I for once. Oh, my coloring looks good right there.
I'm too bright.
Mine looks perfect. Hey.
I don't have a tan. I need to.
Yo, don't mess with that.
I need to infuse some melanin.
Hey, I finally look like that. Like the preview.
Close.
Don't mess with that. Hey.
You like it too much, so I have to mess with it. Nope, that's
Would
not
it
it.
be possible to make this shareable? Alright, I'll give you.
That was like the first comment, dude. You ain't been paying attention.
No, this one just came in like 3 hours ago. There's a lot of people asking for it to be shareable. I guess the page don't make stuff shareable, so I have to be putting
What
in
about that?
his YouTube. Now I'm back to
Darknesses! Darknesses! Forget your couch!
best David show.
That's not a good David show.
That was really good.
Oh no,
That was so good.
not good at all. What was the video that you did where you did the Dave Chappelle? You got the powder.
The bird watch.
Was that on the Birdwatch one?
Because I had the little Dave and Ian. That was funny.
Okay, Michael's back.
Michael, it's over, man.
Oh, that was to the Dax one. That was his reaction to the Dax. The Dax reaction. He said it was the fastest reaction ever.
Yeah, I might put that one up. It's good.
You haven't posted it?
No, I ain't gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit it.
You have to add the song somewhere.
I'm gonna add the song while I'm running up. And
Oh.
so much. 30 seconds. Genius.
The good thing about that reaction is you can reuse it for
Yeah,
anything.
you can reuse it. That's why I didn't say.
Reusable reaction.
It is.
So like the next Eminem track that hits.
Ooh, but we won't be using it on no Eminem track.
He said we're reusing an Eminem track. And don't put out no trash.
I didn't say that.
What's the worst song Eminem's done?
What if I was gay?
That was an Eminem song?
It was very bad, but it was unfinished though. That was a snippet got released. It just released. You should listen to it. You should type in what if.
Was that like in response to what if I was a racist or whatever?
He did that song with that guy.
What if I was gay? Oh,
the
so
guy that did "What If I Was a Racist" is the song that he did. That "What If I Was Gay."
I thought I was gonna read my speech or my letter to you.
Yeah, read it.
All right, so this is the letter I sent on April 6th to all the legislators in my El Paso community here, city council, congressman, the senator, and I sent it to all the news outlets and everything too. I got one interview though, so yeah. But so here's my letter from the El Paso County Libertarian Party. Dear fellow El Pasoans, I write to you today with a heavy heart. I spent most of my life defending the Constitution of the United States and the citizens of this great country. As your county chair, I continue the fight for freedom, liberty, and that old document that has led us as a nation for more than 230 years. As the party of principle, I feel I would be remiss in my duties not to cry out against the continued violations of our constitutional and civil liberties being perpetrated by our local, state, and federal governments, dictating our freedom of movement, dictating who is essential, dictating business operations. These are all gross overreaches of the power of the office. Notice I use the word dictating a lot. It's dictator. Thought I would get the message.
Was that intentional?
A lone citizen walking his dog onto the grass of a public park